The car no abandon.
Yes, or quite caress you, and a sure carol quine. Penny in wire, ye bought quite but you a sure. O Zoma ADAKABRI FRIMPONG MANSO. What Gina Quenya, baby.
Ya mama Tnasio. Na ya mama ha. Every neat 100.9 FM so. And it's a year about manaswe. Na ene juada a bobo sume na ye womi nida etosu edu emienu afi empinu aduonu emienu na mame se abodonko apa ho miti edu enan mema nti dwumadi a yede ebremu na me amidi ho chia me yefra me ADAKABRI Mamudu osioma na mempanimfu a me ne yedi dwuman amansa chiame Staff Sergeant Harrison Ford kwabna mafuo na utimu se yebedi nkomo papa na fe so no production ne de panyini kwadwo dame ado Pentecost fo wo mo kokoji minua kwa mesian edi every Presbyterian de ba Pentecost enei Pentecost fo no mebusa wo mu bi papa Panyini kwadwo dame ado na dwumadi ni siri na so na me wafa ase Magjari osai agiman the maestro ana ebo ni chidom na nakue firi ye ono so ana wo service mrante kwai emienu afi yenhwe na abuna frema bankro ose mara michi mafa wane na ya asafo omo so na technical production no esi wo na so wo mo hwe bibia various social media handles Facebook 100.9 FM live Neat FM omo hwe streaming o ho na face so no YouTube Despite Media YouTube and also so omo hwe na omo timi atoto ede amayene eno akire no so na engineering group fo no achu agbo na worker but ya kwa nana ajare nana buaje ada sankroma so yesa ne mrane se sempro na fe facilities for no big solo na dada na yaw Godfrey so ya tunu mrane se you brana na fe no mapuna na afe ya de akọ DJ Bosco so na Milson so de yasade mrane se tete atu se bibia ekọ kama nsam so ya de ba no nsam no edoso papa nsam no edoso inti o say National Fitness Work and Matters Arising and the Ministry of Youth and Sports almost say busumi bia ne now memene de tosumi enu busumi bia mu no ye nyina ye nkonkọ tenetene yapom enti wo mo akwa ye first one ama mampanyina bedi akire wogina mu bi ana kire se oboni tirinko na tebuta na se tau mon na jesu otim se national fitness no an se fitness ye enu akire no so na fe ya ba behwe the Asogli State and Honorable Ken, what exactly is the issue? The Asogli State and Honorable Ken or Hine Japan, what exactly is the issue? Ninyina he asamno nukure womo bia no ahaya na wa unim se ADAKABRI Mamudu wosioma metimi aka akire wo na kwabena so wa ha. As culture and heritage, some Lions father's funeral. There's a culture and heritage. Amamre ni amane na kwami sian panyiru kwada me bra there's a Pentecost for there panyiru kwada me bra wa hene
wa basami aso me ko Pentecost
akọ Pentecost I did
me Pentecost
said yeah just kwami sian this is a Presbyterian ni
na Pentecost for
ye ko ware your friend say Pentecost ni ba no wa ka Pentecost aso dem wo
Pentecost dey sasa na ya ji ye no
aja say eye den na je say wo Presbyterian ni na ko ware Pentecost ni ba no wa ka Pentecost wo ase be hin ba na ka no kwa me sian oh Debbie eti enoma me inside
that no ade wa ya Pentecost ni prako pe o
sisi ade de che say wo hwe Teshinungwa Estate Assembly, Ushe Graceland Assembly, Ushe de Mame Boahima Assembly. Just say Pentecost.
Oh, now your convention center here, what
Nyanyan, friends, the castle. And the Mr. Kwame Sians is here. A dear Pentecost, a year press before the anno, and Pentecost for my baby. And may baby a dear bedroom.
What did you say?
What did you say? It's in some no. International Fitness Walk no yebeg di hon komone na face no Asogli State ni honorable Ken emunsem ho nyina so yebeg mi aka de akiro na culture and heritage osizum lion kase a sikasa onom no ne papa akire no na oza de papa maso so on ne toso enan
okay
eti papa no at age 98 na ne bo toso 9 kwa mesian na fe no wadi 50 years you can imagine the papa no so channel so the yere no no ya me ensa e no no mu nyina so ko existe the mani nyina so ka mu bo mu babna ne hwe ate baba ko an awuti ankɔhye boase anya wo sa
adano america wo ka kire me se minyaka
jaka
wo ka kire me se minyaka na me se oh ade bi wo no ma wa fa me ka ya na wa menka that's a the panel sabe soso a
ne sabe soso a
ne sabe soso a na so obetumi ya ma no kwan
so
ba mi enum yensa me dia me madudu o
come on baby
yeah
come on baby come on this guy
ba ko pesa
Ara ucho kwa mafano.
Oba, ada bi o so obi wo wa. Obi wo wa.
Onya dey.
Onwa bi kan.
I said enti.
Hwe.
Onya dey.
One ese do hono. Man nwa bi kan.
I said like for what reason?
Kwame Sian papa Zoom Lion. Ne papa ware miensa. Ana nkwada se 18 no. Wahwe wo mu nyina. Ena no mu nyina ka bo no maye omo papa yi. Ati ana kunuma ne wa bi nka.
Obi kuro wu ami ametima na yi. Eti Jesus nkra 18 ka bo ba sa na ye obi yi.
Wa ubetumi.
Me na ware ba ko pe ye ne ma. Me papa wu na ye benya yi ya ba. I said enti.
Shit.
So when they can all
man kunu ware dodo na omo obi anhwe business unit ba ko wo hwa na wo hwa
so that spice can be the obetimi aye na si aye na ye tie ye nya ho ye
ati na abena to obu ase man ware dodo
wa
onya that spice can be dia
o ma be 25 wo mu nyina gira wa yi ase
I know different mothers
different
you see that is the problem
you betumi awu 25
betumi awu 25
me na no wu 13
Ena meche wonkwa ubetumi awo
nkwa botumi
ena me wa wo ba ko ena me
onye aduane papa na wadi na otimi awo ahotom eti ACS nkwa
ena me my shape this my shape
na say because mo we do mutubo mo no makofa girls no mo lego no mo fi so ano
no
it me my body say
school feed for
into hawa no na wo shape ansa ya wonfo achi
we
ade bi wa mo de dada mo abra shape what the men's Ghana man post
obeyo ade ni pe mo
shape de
shape abna de wo mu an se wankasa che papa bi fama no hata nyesa akofa de ne sia ebosuru ba bi a ebe ha wate
ade na mo kisaza
ade ne how
nanka
we that selfish
yeah
are you that selfish
ade ni yakase yentumi ana se yankase yentumi
debi na nkwa betumi ade ni nyina
ade na yentumi jini
nkwa bra nkwa uti
ade na mitimi nkwa mo na debi amabre
nkwa
nkwa ya to we na mo ne to mamu ala baba ze adbeti ala baba ze ya ba ko wo Mr. K wo Mr. H
abrankwa ntimi
ade na mitimi
wo fie adwuma ade ka wa ya business frankwada
nkwa betumi debi
na wo ye dey
untu
ade na me nkwa na me ya adwuma hwe nkwa na
me ya husband
ati ana some pan away and sa.
Abena wo sisi a wo pese obe wo say.
Say me kono ba ko dia two. But I never bomb dia triple.
Enti aburu two a wo mpe.
Like some ba no ba ko dem ti ko man ko.
Enti me fa tese be ma no pe ma sex ya. Obe
dem me kunu no wo sika. Ah ye beti dia hwe nkola 6 ama obi a ho atona.
Emfa ho.
Men more than 3, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, more than 3 crown now, but what?
Yeah. What out there?
Wa faji audition it.
Never yampa.
And you kunu be fanachi.
Baby, me
say some pema bebre. No ni papa wo
pema bebre da be da.
Adentia. Wo sika ya ahe. Da wo sika ya ahe.
Patu ntanya me na hwe nipa.
Nyame be adentia nyame na so toma na.
Ekwan ya nipa be fa so.
Yes for GS4 our day I share Bentley in Yemei. Well, what's me back one you are able to give your children good education because I'm not
Abraham was saying.
Obi Mesu se me nana so wo 30. Abrey, obi wo wa wo 2. Nkwala ni nyina abon.
Na dey na kase wo 16 na obi wa mo. Papa na bon akra ne be bon.
Ewurade hwe omu abaako ne nam a wo be ye.
Oba bi okra na ne yemu manyina ye jimfo. Ate na etimi enkope bi ba bi mfa meka ho mate na.
Na dey na kase nkwa na mo ajim na mfi papa no.
O sa.
Na dey na kire. Na dey nkwa ye o mo ajim mfi papa no. Eti normally
akwala bi afa ne maame suban suma wo mu na fo mu papa ba suban de o mu ta fo mu maame akwala bi afa ne maame suban
ate na edu nya se ono ba
akwala na bon wa tere se wa bon
Inti kwa bra.
Ati akwa bi afa de mame a obi tumi wo 3. Na mnyanu ni made na ba ko na bon no ba ko no fa ba free. E fa ye ma na se.
O ga na mpanifo ne
ya o ya de no. E fa ye na na.
Oba no woda. Oba ne woda na be ma ne woda. Nti ya na kase ya na o mabakan no sabi abakan do ejimfo. Nti ya na mpanifo na polishing diplomatically sa no.
So if we haven't had children before, our first child is usually a fool.
Sa wo ba jeje no so. Woda into ubajeje no so oba ne say don't touch my don't touch my ube wan say wa ye gare no atifie
no atifie
enti ube wo mienu ukunu so opema dodo na wosi ho na na madu anyina aka ne yam sha na
madu aka wo yam say
na wuhie ba ko a wonim de aba wuhie ba ko gu a wonim ma afiri mu ba
aye 40 million spend
e bia ni say
pia ba ko 40 million
e bia ni say ye pese depopulate ye depopulate
ya kura ko ya me hu ya
mo wu kola mo show mo na gum
de si ye be hwie bia nka ye say de baba
asanka de baba
anka o metna he say ka Ghana ye ko ha na de ka obi a hwie ni gum a
de ba ya ni de awurade no ananim kwan o de ye be fa
every 51 seconds ye wa kwada ba ko to Ghana every 51 seconds ye wa kwada ba ko and every 6 minutes answer any papa ko so woman e ba no
e do so che woman nti ye buru so
nti na dodo no kwampa se ekọ pension ye pe e contract
because ya do so do
one say ti ase na be ma de ono wo miensa no ne abra free ma wo miensa
na sa no
na free ya wo miensa
na sa no ka wo se nka me ba no international school because wo man na ko do so
international school
na ito mu na ko ka
na tira sa akwara no ko international school obedo
enye na o se fa me wonu ni nyama sa de me
ya de ni ko asisiru ya de ni ko asisiru wadi
asisiru wadi
wafa ada no na wo ka peni bi ana wade ya nda wo minister wa nkwa aban school enya aban school an wode na emu ama bi aban minister
ka bebe kra no ye wo ahina na wu enya ba tire wo
palai morning star
na ya change apade ye wu
why na what
no mo na be fo wo se fa
abna why na what say ye gbo ni din so ye minister okura di breakers ye so wo ko morning star
akufa do go school eh onu na di bi akufa do na di bi so I president
ko Kimbui boys ewo
hase the government school
it Kimbui boys na fe ne papa de ne call Lansing
thank you
Lansing college ewo Sussex
exactly
so ahono anti success what mo no ano
what is that papa with 20 I'm going to that success
na wo party say na mampeni wa ben ya
the party that wa cause
no for your level no but he's past the level of a minister he's a president
me trese school no akọ ya na ntrese wa bia ten obia no
mama nchiro eye minister efie nyansa eye nana ya asafo so hono unse ya asafo mafo na one nana na kwa afuo right and na ninua ohene eye nana bachi mafo doctor aje mafo so ya aye a Greek economist so hono and na ya asafo mafo engineer banker right no mu nyina kwa afuo mu a de no ye bon kofia wotimi efuntum de bayere ni shemo pa no
onim
nkofie bo pa na ya asafo mafo so into ye nkofie specialist asonya na wa rise ya abeye engineer arise ya abeye minister arise ya abeye banker
Oyo university wo nkofie ho wa makrom
but in experience
and yes wo aban a private school
oh but about krom
me
picture what you say there is no guarantee say who private school una wo be a better person.
No, I'm not saying you be a better person but sometimes say I was so forming relationships ma umma because relationship o mana ko GIS o chira wuni ho e bi kwa ukra wan shada mo bra bi na weja mo japade but because of it say we are about who you know no but because of who you know binti no obani ni classmates bi e bia insurance penny bi ba obani classmates e bia mampanyi wo fase obani classmates inti no eno that na na fe ne e be bre amana bri ni mo jani abna yakọ ya abna madam ni o ye ojuma o ha se abna ma waduma
abna ye wura doctor say Kwame despite ni mate ne wan
but and then nkofo ahe no and then nkofo be no ne omnam oni nkofo be na nam
me be so say school be no ko ye
and school
but you see
school the many
is not part of the average that's why it's the exception that's why it's not part of the rule how many men are like this part in our country
that's say
one my way say ejinemu no
yes
do no uncle school no actually
excellent
one business acumen do industry captains no
good
do no uncle school no baby
yes
I'm saying what Japan ya or na mo or technical school
yes
why are you also leaving the others too that went to these omukobo omu wan wo
professor minimu shi
professor be
ya chire na de mu ohunu nyansa ya PhD holder ability to transform nimdia na wanya no so obema wanya bia kwa konhoma atwa ne adi no any ho oh professor minimu shi wasi wafa yansia na kase wasi wafa tell Abraham that all successful men mentioned in the Bible all had more than one wife. Abraham should let other women help in their marriage.
All successful, even Solomon. Solomon on his deathbed said that Kebeya nko obi anfa yere bako.
I think Kebeya.
Oh no, now what live there?
Satan now what live there?
Solomon now. I want to be
Abraham what's Satan deathbed? Just Satan no wa he. On Satan no wa he. E woni wo mu. No woni wo mu. Obi a wo na tumi na we. Na tumi we.
When I mental for
he told me on his deathbed to do this, and I said, "Nkobi who?"
Obi a wo. And that's why me a wo si wo too important. Obi a wo.
Yes, packing the back to the coffee.
David ya.
You're packing the back to
ya kofa Egypt ni aba you tun. Oso no. Eni ya de no be da ne nche. Come on.
We are selfish, sir.
Me yes.
No be nibi.
na musu obi ndi
ah wada wo
musu obi di bi
obi a wada wo mpaso
try we timetimi asema tena ho
emma de ye musuo oba de ye musuo
tie de okeka no
abomination
spell abomination
tiwa de abo man tiwa de emma de omu sa ayi no what say yes be ma agbajama
naka
eya che no he bible mu he ne che be ma agbajama eya oba ene ye kwate no say agbajama enti say ena mewo baako ena mewu mienu ena me shape be say shape no de mo fanto baabi
ati ana
ede na shape be say na say mo fanto baabi yene yan shape o
ati abranti ukunu mani ni bi ati
mumu de mo ye mu mamu ndi bi ba mi de mi ma
na wo be de hu
ana say de mi nim de eni ehu anya tan say de mi nim de mi nim ba de mi nim de ana say mi nim a mi nim de na tell me tie kra wonya bibi I don't know you so kra to but I mean de mi nim de
in stomach the benam
sisi me so
na kwabra wunim say your best say ukofa food therapist for be country no say uyembo kurukuru no a dietitians no omo friend Cepharic so no do able
me my Cepharic
acid abane yam
Avna your stomach the ben
no the ben I say me say emi nim the time
aya ema no anioma bi wo hank wo monti ase simple anya ntokwa gidigidi na oba bi etua no akọ ni kunu girlfriend fie
enu de mi nya adaje nya sadu
no akọ sese ni no tuna bo so bone be nkoa no waye bone be de ya no waye ya enka wo kunu be fie na bia no na trans no akasa
what are you saying? Me kuno obeti a wako fe becho obata na mi wia. Ade ye na wi ye.
Elme ni kapa. De odi ni ye nya pese odi mi ye bie. Hwie. Abna jiji be ma no so.
Abna okay, abna.
Na muye
abna. Anti ukunu fa wati abenle. Ubeja no.
Ube ade. Abna be ade.
Sisi ana metie ya me ni bia na meja.
Ube
abna uja no wakofa foforo ba foforo ni ofuachi na si ya ni ya ti ya ya ka asem kire
ye ya ni titi ye
ya ni
ba ni papa mi
ya ti ya ni ya ka asem kire
ajangojafo ya
o Beva ayi Kristo obi osum Kristo ayi
obi osum Kristo
akoko hwa so dem
na wona se asofo okura wo mu ye wo kura di aso dem wa awurade anim wozo
o twempna was mempene na bom no o wari obi os mempene o twempna di anu age aso
awurade anim
na be so che me say me fa she bitiri
fashe ushirimu se sa niama no fa wa dwene
nko is caring okay to show care by allowing him to share the dick, okay? Excuse my French.
Hey! So what's back for the chair? Open here. One for tia. Say na me bofo from.
Me baba to na so the bed you say be boma mani ada.
That's what I ba kukure.
Ka ko tena ho sa.
Yeah, na say anya
ADAKABRI wa shana.
Anya say here radio.
Okoye asan.
Anya say here radio so an kam we fadam ti asemi. What say ayi kurakura ekum.
Yeah. Ekum die.
Akoba ye no asuatu. Akoba na ye den. Okura na wo sa kope nsuo bi di eye ehwehwamade bi kwa hohoro nwama no.
Ada mo prank me ada.
Prank die. Like ya di nya sasam na kire wo. Ada wo kwa wale ne yankeka mi ankire wo. basic function no
woman can no cry woman
can no cry woman
and Bible na the say that shall not commit adultery and Bible na the kind
nipa na wo can no cry wo ye bi ba ya na okura Bible
oye bi ba no cry
oye bi ba ya na okura
Bible no can no cry chi na wakoma nto ye
eni o ma bi wo
wakoma beti
emfa wa dwene nkoso
wakoma beti
wo de fa no se waso aware e na wa ware e na wo te wa ware ho
na we kofa is be ye wa
akwa bi yesika beku no ena oji aka ena wo hyefuom ena car tie tu ye ema kopuma no da car ena ti fa asukwa ekuku no afuom wo ye wo kire eze ye
obi a wa shane dam kra say da bubol wo sia nkwansia wa ne dam
abna jewani na honto wati ana
it is of what you are not was how now we train so be
abna say member bi wo ho a omo ye very responsible enya ade a
obeya ma
pa ode beba
de hia say ode buo be ma
yes
say wo be ma so bu ho a e ma kwan mo ba bi mfu achi nkeka bi nchi da wo yire da
debi it's not the best
enye the best
and now of yan kantre mema no so say wo twempna enya wo mpranim na wo kogu yire nim ase wo
enye bi da etan kra
wo ye be ma wo ye sa excuse me to say wo ye kwadonto etan kra wo yire enho asem akosi wo mpna ma wo yire anya Mrs. 1 o se kaji na sa bema na wo yire akosi wo mpnanim na me yire kura wati sei na me yire kura ti sei na me yire ti sei
na ko ba na wo de mpna no so ho asem betena wo yire ni ma
be de mpna asem betena wo yire ni
anya wo dinatem
ya wo be ka cha wo yire se wo mpna
bo se na mpna na wato mpna ni din ebi a Toyota Lexus na na Lexus sinsem hunu be no odi kire bi
ofa yemfa obuo ni anidie emfa ma ya yire no ena girlfriends no nso momfa anidie ma ya yire no
ati obi ani ni lemu oye eyire a ye ne na agbo bra to now enti momfa respect the necessary respect emfa ma won ena be man so emfa wo yire ensem nkwotina girlfriend ni mkoka no be ma papa bi ani san komo no
Debi asa
Kasmatimi wofa
ni die ma wo yire oye
me agene nim kaka Kasmatimi wofa
oye and so you so nyawo de kura
so nyawo
oda me mom pastor by
I don't know I'm going to drink bi me na who do say bibi ha no
Esa we say dem okay we be all trust that esa me say dem ko fia onya hwe so ofi no be ama
not so fair na dey go US abna unim although the ye catch no kure no eya but say ofa na wo mene na etina wakuma beto unse ko high obi dan a unse ya utua rent right inti sa ma asem bi metna wakuma mu ema enhwehwe wakuma ema your stomach no dey burn you na adekro so entua rent bi ama okay if you mu yes say be man na watwe bia tamtuo obetu bi obafia no
na watwe bia
na kade
na wo
na watwe 1 week bia
ni prostate na ya be good prostate health no or exercise prostate no
mo nkwa no bebre
no it's a week bia nkofa new different girl
na wonya na
met me aye Ami brother makasa ma bre.
Abra frem mom pa puskeleke. Usika besa.
Abna ube wu aja ho eye.
Muna enya na se moko butuzo ayim. We wu da dem. What is about be wu da dem?
Police in fact.
Police report to be police report sa de no asemba yegu eye awufo nanim ase no enye
mekura meka wa ha
dofo bia no gapo ha sa de ne ya papa
yes
no na nya hwe na ye
enye sabe
sa judgment no eda no se wo ka asem bi kire me ha na boy jaman wonya stroke ede na entina wo pache se bɛɛma bi a wanya stroke bi a no fa ne yere ti ana ebi wo wa genuinely yare wɔ mpam okura wo di baby a wo benya bie
obeka cho say infection infection bi a bon say entri no a emoja no de oxygen na mu no ne bi a emu atikra bi infection bi sa so enti ehun hia papa what
bɛɛma kura de wo gbadama bebra na me fan say wo sane a ye na wo ye basabasa kakra eno so paacha wo kofie na wo yere ye nkakra ma wa
ye onu ma wo weni so chi wo ma na nya nkakra ma wo
girlfriends ni wo mu ma ware ye kura ye de se bunni mu anka mu bebu o ma baso
Wati.
Kamubu o ma baso.
Tie no kure no.
Wa fe.
Ana no kure no wo tie no kure no
wa fe.
Tie no kure no.
Onu de na se de ni se.
Mani tu.
Wa fa de me kan.
Akwabla tu no fuma me.
De me kan. Mesra me yiri sagua. Any inconveniences is people regretted. Yeah, kakaka o mesra mo.
Anti umfani
Yaba se dasron ko emfa ema eye kunlugana na kunlugana na ode araba bazin ede aba abna araba bazin no emu ebetimi aboa ama be me na tena ho mamintie
whoa shay esema mu change na you are not preaching the right thing cause your baba na so do araba bazin ya we wie no onya daje enya hoode ensa ufa nko ba bi fufuro we ni de o ma ka wie
senti wakọ ne sika asa anase
100.9
abranti wudidi a wo mane bi
yeah
abran mami kan so
abranti wudidi a wo
na se onya deals wa adwuma mu na sika ba ne nsam a obe ma oba na nya bi na ne mpran so anya bi na mu oboka na auditor si no a na yire na bo aboso ko bosia ekopa bosia de ba na ode akotietia wati ana
bible say abna
scanner atayo unya scanner wo chema me ne o girl na kane ba dia me nkwa na me ko
abna ya mfa boni ntia boni
ya fa boni ntia boni ka wati ana nti yire ho wati ana ba wasa dia no
wasa wo yere dia chese bre nkwa o
anya bre ya shebre
no wati ana abna mama nkenka messages kakra
ba message ni de nkan na atamo na me kura me bia so se mpo me hwe mpo na makan ofa na ya nkan message
Usuanga woka.
Wafa. Ana ya nkan message.
Usuanga woka.
Abna.
Mo kaso.
Bubakai.
Abna. Enti tese wo kwano a wo kwa aba no na hawo. Enti be ma no yare. Na wo yeduane na edua be ma kro yare a woni.
Me kru be fa o se girl a. Ene ne ya se de nyi na wo se ne uche. Se me yeduane ma no to Wednesday a. Asa wo be se wo yedia wo di remember what Thursday to Sunday. Wo be se ni ne.
Abna fa de samsa. Wo fa. Wo fa ka kire wo se o call duties. E maako me ensa. O se be ma no. Sini normal. Na be ma.
Me sini ma na me se cha kaka.
O se sini normal. Na nua ne nsuo. Na nua na duane. And the fourth one in fact a four call duty. And what she and na. Sa four duties we say enye subsisting a.
Abnanya na komo.
So hu no.
What the fourth one na komo.
Abnay. And the assist one say mpanifo ebo bratimi eye bibi ma bi so nyina no. So wo tenase na ma ba akopa bi di nsa kwhye bo bi ase de ayewo. Ati ana. Enti no. Ini nyina se yenyi ho akinyi. Chiro no kura se beduru ba bi ne MANSO be yeden.
Ebe pre be ma ba ako.
What?
Se
what no carry o ka se be ma no so munja mu yire china mko didi omo achi.
Na ye enka be yeden na MANSO apre be ma ko.
Ebe yeden. Efi se man no be donso.
Man no donso che me man.
Wodi na unuanom na omo ni no omo nya den aba.
Se wu
omo nya den.
Ane na wo wan wa bia nka you know. Ane na mo wan wa bia nka mo.
Abra.
Mo be wa ida be.
Afe na eba. O se skare be dura na de bia kan wate ana.
Ba oba ba ko de enso.
Ha adwene kra.
So be
abna
because aduane
na we say mo to body crab ka say nda kufa do abayi
akufa do nya hwe amamuo ne de ye
oba so obekun a
amamuo ne de ye
na we be ma nyina na omototo aye fe ne say kashu yi bi right and sky corner nim sky corner nim a and be ma na kire oba no so de toto no omokoto firi obi ho and afede de woni ne onna wo mamu se me ensa se nan so afede de be ma na ekofo mi and oba yigina so na se woni mba bia oba ne nyina so no be free ba eti one oba ne ntem asem no e na osan de kokogya ba bia o moto no ma no e ho ne yenhwe ne yenka asem no idi asem ne wie na ba bia to no ma no be ma no yi say 15,000 so we de oba ne nye na omfa ma na dwuma ne mpegya na wontimi mwa ne kunu na ne kunu so nya ba bi nyina enne sa wo ba no one ba bia o moto no ma no one nete e na be ma na efom meme
yo one ne koka asem no
asem chese
ha be ko fa ne ma no
ha ne ko fa no ma mo ye namfofo to be fa no ma koton enti obe fa no ma koton no na afede ye won introduce ne yire ba mu be fa no ma the business nti ne yire be kan business ka afede de suddenly na be ma no kofom no oba no mu gina o mba so meme sika ni no de ya to nchen meme sika ni na be ma ne de say ne na afede ye say be ma ne nti no ho ase to obo na damfo amane e be ye fa no ma no efe nipa kan so yenko ne yenko sere o yire se e de na aba na nse se wo twetwe ho umfie me ne ade enti edi asem no wie ye no ene ba bi o mo fa no ma no ana nyonko ne de ne no ma ekọ
no bo mo di asem no so no na super ne
se o ma 15,000 de share o ba ne nsem so o ba ne mfa nhye na dwuma no mu kena no ba ne de ni mpegya no mfa bi mu aba ma na be ma no so nta ato a ne me ne o kase
yo ma o ba ne 15,000
on ba ne tsese
abranti wahu shabre no ane ye
ti say me say wo so ko first side checks no na me so ye ko ne ko kan asem na me hwe na de o kan asem yi na onu so beba na abna jiwe na fakobo wabra abo na me hwa wo so beba biem na me ne no ya wale why
mun ware
ye be ware why
mun ware abna
ye nti say mo ye hwe na ye nya ho a ye be gya ne akofa afro mo so de na mo fa bo ya ko fa
abna wana akofa no
azende enya nu
abna ye ne na we e bia de tititi ye yo
na
e bia de tititi abna ma menkenka ma we ate we da so
mama ya ke bia momo e woni adi
Osi good afternoon for ADAKABRI. Me mind is airborne inside Kingsland and just a Master P be coming home. There's a queen core yes no inside Kingsland. Oh, and enjoying the show live with Akosia Angela Akosia Kwendu Amu Akonsistano no inside Coventry. Agu Mercy in South Bermondsey. Akosia Frakoma inside Edmonton Green. Dorin Opokuya and Nana Krama both inside Wolverhampton. Emmanuel G. Star Frimpong, aka Nikaji, inside Bracknell. Nana Kuya Dakuma, aka Lady Case, inside Wembley. Nana Masidu Sapon of Dagenham. Bridget Ajima, aka Nana Kuya, inside Putney. And Nana Sly Quarty of Walthamstow. Of ADAKABRI, please kindly wish Becca Amma Benewa inside Wembley a glorious happy birthday for me. From Mampenny and the rest of the family celebrate you today. Becca, fantastic show. Wafa, keep it up, Master P. London and now the free ya what the ababidru. Right, enti kwabna. Abna brabetie. Say ne kwabna wati ye Kennedy Kwame Akompre ko Japan.
Yeah.
The Asogli State DC.
Afama menim.
Wenim sem. Kwabna be pet the see ye party.
Ofa asamwa obia pese wotibie ya ntinya
de mame ntwum kakra bi na frɛ wonua bi ka kyerɛ ne sɛ nokure wɔ mu nyina ADAKABRI mamudu na bɛka kyerɛ wo to nim sɛ me so mɛka kyerɛ wo mɛka nokure wɔ mu nyina kyerɛ wo na ya ne duru ba bi a wodi akonwa so a emu ɔyɛ wo abna wodi akonwa a emu ɔyɛ wo wodi akonwa mu ɔyɛ ɛne ne sɛn obi are ready abna
ofa yetie pa
utie pa so be ready there I feel no be call no ka che ne nua so mra me me ma na fi me ma some 2 seconds no friend nua no eti ba betie Kennedy compre kwa Japan dey see why
Needs FM.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku potomanto. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afi bia so beri ni waware ni a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. Wo den kan no ntumu ho. Me be mo anu nsu hye kura de aka ho. Wo hwade wapi ho. O ka sa batete e da fom ho. This way chocolate drink.
Crash up a baba worry.
Asew.
Ye fear said this way chocolate drink ya sorry no pa no ne yenom. Ye be chef fridge nom no se snack. Ye nya hoho anu ne ye de serve wo mo. Ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia bogu ya de so a. This way chocolate drink ne yenom. And this way no ti anu a, he se kire wom, koko wom, brick wom, bibia wom, ade wo hia ne so se.
This way chocolate drink.
De wo hia ani so se.
FDA ahwe se adwede nkrato mo agya to se eye.
Cool, fresh and trendy with a new look. Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime. Natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Needs FM.
Neat 100.9 FM so any. Na enne eye ejuada na ebobo so me na yewomi. Ne da etoso eye edu emienu afi empino edu. Right. Kennedy Kwame Akompra ko Japan. Abna Brabitie. Unse report by say ena what the norma akoma eye Asogli State. Eye oman penyini de agbugbo mafia of the Asogli State. Ena ya nye norma. Abna wutie
of a metie pa.
Ya wason. Kennedy ni team. Womu na ekwa na mba omu tutu no bibia. Ena abrante bato. Woye Yigweni. Ena Kennedy soso. Yiri ya wone ne kwa wone ne bai. Woye Yigweni Christy. Na ya the report ebre Kennedy say Asogli State ya invite no. Enti ya invite no say omra no. Initially Kennedy no ye say osan ewo program ewo UPSC. Anunti Kennedy Kwame Akompra kwa Japan. Any ni team no resolve say onko eye ho no. Inti onko ho no. Ena oyi eye buamu ade. Team no twa eye sika. Eye abrantie no a oye team member no a friend Richard ono fanko abra betena ne ti asem ne ye na dacho na ye dance ni ono fanko na on fanko nkoma oman no eye da Asogli State to Richard no ekoye so on the okodi dwuma no on behalf of Kennedy and another team member a friend na Kwesi da Costa insisted say I was say omuko. Enti say Kennedy anko na oma Richard no kwa enye. Enti majority of the team members resolve say Kennedy onko. And na Kwesi insist na Kwesi plead with ne yire Yigweni no. Say na was Kennedy ko na Kennedy team no. Kennedy yire Yigweni no. And na Nana Kwesi da Costa no pleading with ne yire no say on pleading with Kennedy na overriding majority of the team Tema almost one man encono, prevailing upon him some man encono. It did not penny a Kennedy Neko, Miami Papa ko pon bill. Penny what to say. It did not on the crowd were near Ajia to Muse, Kennedy and Yang co. And Unti Atiada. The Obani Bear Mono, and a man Kennedy a resolve ye, a modern yeshe, Mommy Young co. You bet me a cornea free was back to UPSA. Into your best threat near Quacope motorcade. Net me a back when mammy yet me a contemas abantem. Into her and no friend me and papa or Pobio. There, young cock. Or Pobio San Fata dish a share. A free Adrigano, a beshia warm, a motorway nano. And that one more day, a bushi, and that omokoye. Could do 1:30 a rear. So I'm not see why him feel no. For 4 hours. Na ye no media mane. And na mpomponso could do and say, ye de eye entoma. E tware or hinin in state. Conferring said there could be our hinis and who dwom a. Ye no. Enti ye den to many twa or hinin ho no. Atina mutina mo eventually. And a member of the Ghana National Gas Board. On also so your bar or you gweni. And or no buy. Ebe catcher can say, dear Eko Swinny. Apparently, Wahine Cassiano in his own capacity. Dear two can be no. A person was accepted sa no manua. Ye diabano. And lieutenant say him for no. As no way, or man of crying. Emma accepting no mano. It's a deliberation, and I normally to back and forth. Eko we say, Kennedy Nijitu Mokra say, ye no man, no. Never said the on chia or hine, and the lieutenants in him for no way. I'm man in chia or hine no. And the Kennedy one was share time was almost called UPS, and now or man musu say, and the Namomian call UPSC. Until we are able to say, as per representations to Kennedy say, or hineno personally, na or say, Kayenye no mano. When the lieutenants know a woman so na ebony chidom, emane ya or hinekesiano, and the resolve will say, Omo emane no mano. Eko we say, and Chiakura no so omo manen kochiano. Inti, one more insist say young corner. Inti empa say Nina na consider Costa. One na obeko dwa to amiaso na mekwa cancer na dia ma no the sanke kan sanke yanku and such as we insist ya ukodwa to a na yira yiguni ya e ba se yanko e no makode ya ba it no hard feelings between one kese no and Kennedy Kwame Akompro Japan
between his council of
almost say eye nsem bi a Kennedy kan ye no na Kennedy say na presidential de bi no okope ya enka de o kan ye na efa National Investment Bank NIB ehon sensembie na ono Kwame Akompre kun senye enedie wo pa asemi ko fa hu mu aye mai ko fa hu adanse ye mai esoso nya fe na a prevail say enya hwi twaso ekura me keme nya hwi twaso emfa NIB bibia enkan NIB asembia wo de twaso into ohene ni do ye businessman and Akompre kun so ye businessman and in the business arena no omo nsem kan ye. But in the traditional setting, no, or he so at the Sabiaku, and Nidia ma a year the kingmakers. The kingmakers are resolve, especially Jassy, Mare, and Kobia, or mono a resolve, say Jassy, Mare, and Kobia, a resolve, we say, a baya dancer or he never override the woman, Akasa Chinchina may you say. Now, I dear normal refer to a time and now or in a casino or NIB. As board chair, no may be a course so and a Kennedy non so no was able NIB order and also so a year comment be a tremor. And uncle he say he's put it behind him. Kennedy to say he's put it behind him. But kingmakers, as a derby, or mon premier Yenoma. Abna say na 70. Abna say na 70.
Did he apologize to the after the whole assembly CN?
Just entreaties and a matchly. Into entreaties and a matchly in the day. The Beshana Yaris of war. But a nya dear. Publicly, we can say, "Yan, you know, my sister, no, my cock, and a Ghana Gas Board member, no, our your banner, or you know, or no, any of the fans, so man, be born a man near book or stay. Say now, 70.
So he wasn't invited to the place. On one out of his own.
You be born na manie. Say your man invitation. Na onhunu official invitation na ye demand no. But ono de or resolve say ni high profile team member no abeka na ne yire susu ya igwini no. Or the any di nti obekọ. And another team members so it not just that there's a sort of anticipation and a majority cast come on and a warm so free region also cast there be also oko. But you would agree say Richard and the otiasia kraje buomu ade e de koi ansa na chiri no na kwasi ebe kodwa ato true oba no ka say mommy yenko ansa na ken no resolve say nyehwe mommy yenko ene ekoyi na enya ade ekoye basa bi say enim kan bi sa e de ko bana de ho no
ofa
say
afiachi ni abofo say a me wo fa no na wonne me akasa nso enti nsam ne bi wo ho no mo a
yensan hye no so say members of parliament nyina so no ye invite omo the letters koto member of parliament bia pigeon home in the Kennedy Kwame Akompro Japan the pigeon home no letter no beba ne sa memene da no na ye dapon sa memene da no so na ye di dwuma former Eastern Regional Chairman of the MPP ya Moaben so je chia Moaben na wo sie ne maame sa weekend na so na Zoom so de na ho sa weekend na mu sa bre na UPS for so no more Professor Mauto on so yen pro vice chancellor it in a program krum into a hinin kra no or strong say utimi attract nipa emekọ ene sa da no aso na Ghana mampanyini so obe free amanone aba so no it enoma bi sa ekomu.
So he received a letter in his pigeon hole, or the letter is now yet to
the letter is deposited in his pigeon hole,
and has he?
And then he was made to believe say yes, letter number, letter nini. Don't know. Enti asema da ono no. Enti
na woman letter na fe okay.
Enye hwe. At least no any can say ohene no in his personal capacity. A person ke enye no man.
It doesn't change anything.
No, in lieutenants because in the business arena, so say traditional and no as be a business arena or a penny.
Or him ne can wait more and a lady in the kind.
Me say dear is see and I make catch on. It was him in
the who know which
was any. Why in the problem be anyhow? And you know, MP for letter no or the no. Ken on in Sakane dear into or invitation, actually say, the parliamentary service. So and omu team no a deliberate here. So nti abna ohene no personally in the business arena denka chief executive kasi yenya enke ebeje. But in the traditional setting inda me bo eye mawre eni jase eni ankobia sa ehimfo no ena ye close around ohene no nti sa ehimfo no so no uba asante kura so de abesa de akonfede hene no na ye intelligence chief inti mawre no ena oye chief guard so no ena jase no de ono no na chese twotwomutwo o hye wo hene na moto mu pa so no ena ankobia no so no ono de da nyina na ohwefie inti akonfede no ena oye intelligence chief all right inti sa himfo no omo ka ti e bo hene charge se wo hene problem abane yesi ebetu ne e bo hene charge se sa himfo miensa we especially jase or boy in charge because when he no grab a fampana jase na kofa de ne bre no I don't know you can prepare how
mystery
I don't know say when he no grab a fampana
I can royal
duties on the twotwo mu chop so no when he no grab a fampana e jase na kofa bre no
oye between
it is a jase nya boy in charge ya so into abani say na jase ankobia mawre nanke wa asante akonfede omo mi enan no akabo mu se omo mpene bibi so a edene se oyete intina usi si akonwa ewo eye kotoko ensase so a usi ohima yi ede majase ene mawre ene ankobia into omo no somu a ansa na omo de ama eye Kumasi country le Kumasi fo no hwewie na Kumasi country omo so gitomu a ansa na ode ama Asante nifa eye mampon along the way it goes into ekoba se ken akoduru ho na jase ankobia ene mawure ese yempene ma ohene anya de no a really ohene no any say just say ye kodwato eno ne take from 1:30 p.m. to 4:30 no a na ye deliberate on this issue na ye more diplomatic ena e was asem no edikene de kwa me compre kwa Japan oyo kenti yenhwe said the normal city let any nie menken kan fan chiro or say July 25 2022 Asogli State Council Honorable Kennedy Ohene Ejapon Board Chairman Ghana Gas Company Limited Headquarters Dakar osi DSA invitation to 2022 Asogli State Yam Festival celebration the Agbogbo Mafia Togbe Afede, the 14 chiefs and people of the Asogli State in the whole municipality will, as usual, celebrate their annual Yam Festival this year under the theme, Let's Eschew Greed, Unite for Peace, Development and Prosperity. Various cultural, tourism and sporting activities, symposia on chieftaincy institution and investment opportunities have been planned for the celebration from August 6 to 11 September. The Agbogbo Mafia Togbe Afedi, the 14, Asogli State Council, and the Festival Planning Committee have the pleasure to invite you to witness the sitting in state of the Agbogbo Mafia Togbe Afedi, the 14, on Friday, September 9, and the clamors of the festival, which is the Grand Deba on Saturday, September 10th, at the 10 noon at the Jubilee Park. Oh, we hope you make time out of your tight schedule to celebrate with us. Yours sincerely, Asogli State Council Secretary Stephen Tete, and a letter dated July 25, 2022. Omode Kokoma Kennedy Kwame Komprekon e Japan. Ikwabena ensesi aji ho achinye ekowie se si ha no Kwame Komprekon no wose ugusua one de obo no ntoa na aja miminti enoma kakra so enti amenkenkan so wa beka obetwuru bibia na ebema menya asem ohene nim no wose mensa kamasa ensoma do agire ADAKABRI stop your diabolic defending. He was sacked. Any sack be sack. We ne de kan ye nya de sia na sia. Any sack in na ye. Yeah. I respectfully beg you, ADAKABRI, permit me to advise Odike, who apparently emboldened by the comments made by the so-called constitutional rights activists, still continues to speak to the media. He should stop speaking publicly and look for a well-connected person to lead him to the palace of Nanam Kranza Hine Bunu East, the Abakuma Hine, who by tradition is the elder son of the Sante Hine, and beg him on his knees for his assistance to render an apology to Utumfo and Ananum. My late grandfather once told me that serious case apologies routed through Nanam Kranza Hine would be accepted by Manshia because of his prestige, status, and power in the Sante Mai. Nana Kwenchi Berema, Esa Danse Hine, had his apology to the Sante Hine accepted when he routed it through Nanam Kranza Hine, who I'm also told is the only woman who needs no appointment to enter the Manshia Palace because it is his father's house. Thank you, ADAKABRI. Nana Kwenchi Berema, oh, Nana. I hear from my quatina, a year easily gone, Nanani ho, Nanani ho, Nakwenchi. ADAKABRI, you on a chile, a year, a dear Menoma, Minya, a cold da, and I would actually me, and a debut, I'm the woman who bring. As if they actually invited him, why did they humiliate him in such a manner? Nakwabna way humiliation be what you want, and ye diplomatically, ye koba, and you have a country to say an anonymous here. We a humiliation.
If I never been no, I say, said the Omo ye, no, so if I would the idea, Koma will be now Omo reject here. na ha adwene kakra but said the feature ni abofo no and said the way nim no
very resolve baby very resolve baby
and said the way nim no but one we say of ya disuade e de ma obi bia enne social media da woroma nsɛm a yɛka nneɛma a yɛyɛ ne nyinaa na deda hɔ no mu a ɛkwa na asa behyiawo ɛkwa na asa behyiawo enti ɛyɛ ahyɛyie ɛna efiri saa brede kɔ no yɛn nyinaa ɛsɛsɛ yɛ kasɛm ne yɛn ne yɛ mu no aya yɛnya ahyɛyie kakra obi nim wɔkyena
enti a resolution by diplomatic means it shall be resolved into oba no ankasa geni ba no obekọ onimohin obekọ akosi no so a omehwe no maka o masembia na entokwa na bisi wo business arena no yemfa nko traditional court wonom na yemfa nko Barbara
ofa
na no me da yie ne netsen
ofa yeah kama
over 10,000 persons
ofa nipan de wuntumi nkan chefira no pa meme se kura me du honom be ye 8 8 no kura na hwa
no official time so 8 o'clock
yeah na hwa kura ye madada na wo hye empenimfo e ba ye agudi e koso adwomtofo e ba ye ene ekwan a Dr. Joseph Sey Japan fa so a wotumi campenimfo nyina bo mu papa
there's an extraordinary a pulling effect.
Yes.
Say helicopter cry plane si tamale. And you didn't nipa ni be fa plane riba. You did be so fa bosses riba. Now he is personally involved in the operations.
Yeah. Of us one one kasa. Yeah. Or ya dear. Oze ekuku dam. Kanema mpeni John Ejukum Kofo. Na owo ho. Ghana ba penny. Mama Rebecca Kufuado ewo ho. And His Excellency the Vice President, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ewo ho. Former President John Dramani Mahama ewo ho. Chief of Staff, Mame Akosua Fremose Opare, and Speaker of Parliament.
I for me and son, and I said 9. Womu dim because they were policy for a year. Dagbon.
Yeah.
Omo eba omo no besides yendi no Nanton. Just also a very powerful chief.
Yeah. Omo di agoro nso.
Ansana yigbenwura.
Yeah.
And so ansana nayiri. To make sure say powerful chiefs me and some way nayiri yigbenwura. Na yana womu ansana nanton just say womu kra hodum no ade ne hu am say waye bi
ye kan say owuo de nkabo mu ba ye memenda no na me hu say owuo de nkabo mu ba na ofa wo hye nipa ba ye no a na chese ahemfuchi ne ye bi didi bi achi na ye kra de say ukota ba bi na wo so kra wo hwe bi
onkwawu a abene bombing. Just say, aburi, ofie, akwemu, just a baby.
Yeah, and cry, hakura, and anoma him for
what a tutu
ba ye, Nanya,
because Pata just say a year, me say, that's why I do.
Yeah,
say personally involved late into the night, Friday, and watching no me no idea, Nimu, where you're drinking.
What for me, cry, the Fanny say. Nipa ba kufuo to me unite
that tenacity.
Yes, empenimfo we nyina eka wo mu bon edi obia political affiliation ene medom we to nchen edi odo bebo dom se ya na nka ba no sen ena se former president John Dramani Mahama ene His Excellency the Vice President eba no politics ya we tumuna we no we ato amane we but she ho no said ye wo mu si ya tu na wo mu sere bon komo kama o sorry ye o kwatia wo mu a wo epuno achi ekwatia antibeki enum ni ade a ofa hu se owuo de nka bomu ba Dr. Joseph Siawa Japan akyerɛ me yɛhu ne sɛ nokorɛ waka nipa no abom ɔyɛ ma no yɛ fɛ dodo ɔyɛ ma no yɛ fɛ
yɛ invite so so ne do ntoma abrɛw
ya ɛna mpanimfo ɛbaa nyinaa nso obiara ɛhyɛ ntoma no bi ɛna wɔde baayɛ ɛno kyerɛ enidi a na wɔde ma Dr. Joseph Siawa Japan ɔmo yɛ adeɛ wodi ahenkan sɛ wogyina mu MC wɔne adwo aprebi wɔmo kasa ya ɛne MCC ahodoɔ ɛbɛboa yɛn nyinaa ɔfa na nyɛ yize filipa bɛɛ fi bɛto dwom owie yɛ adwomtofoɔ toatoa so yɛsɛ mu nyinaa
ɛdamreku so to bi
ɛdamreku so ɔno nana officially wɔyɛ dwomtoni a Pentecost foɔ yɛdeɛ na no wodi anim wohyɛ apostle Eric Nyameche ɛne asɔfoɔ kuku dam Sam Kranti Ankra papa ne yɛde frɛ no ɛne asɔfoɔ kuku dam a wɔn ba adwuma wɔfa na ɛnika wɔyɛ ade
nti obi a okuta experience and organizational strength meaning kwani otimi fa so a otimi pencil say or 10,000 persons na eventually omunya 14,800 persons as per normal eche no it's just under 15,000 persons na sa organizational strength no osua firi hene
wafuamu say yɛse adwene te sɛ mpaboa sites obiara ne deɛ ɔfa sɛ wohyɛ Zoom lion adwuma no kora mpo a saa organizational skills ya otumi edu organizing adwuma a ɔmfa n'adwuma yɛ nni agorɔ wohyɛ n'adwuma a wɔyɛ nyinaa no a emu bie ni wɔn mu a wɔde toto fam enti deɛ wɔyɛ no na ɛnyɛ nwanwa esan sɛ wonim yɛ ɛba no sɛ organization a wonim yɛ asɛm si a yɛnya dai ɔno kura deɛ wɔfa wɔntwɛn ma asɛm no kura nsi ɔplane to wɔhyehyɛ ne nneɛma to ansa na atoyerɛ ntɛm a naasa asɛm no kura si enti ɛba no organizational skills a ɔfɔ ɔyɛ adeɛ paa ɔyɛ adeɛ wɔm sɛ
ma yɛne yi adomboakye amponsa ɔyɛ labor consultant na yɛne ni nkɔmɔ kakra sɛ saa organizational strength no yɛtimi ɛdi free ɛyɛ pure business entity mu ɛde ba sɛ yɛ organize art culture and heritage program na what goes into say team leader as opposed to the executive chairman and the friend no but in this instance we a team leader now what me the organize no masa ya don boa champions yam ha
ADAKABRI so
yo now humpo etesen
no now so
awba de da roma yetia so ye me maame besia se hima na mpratwum ene se yakwakoye dot ye ya afere metimi asa be dru nkra ha ene se ye ba ya kwa mesia wa Japan Zoom ye o ye ho nsam na ye dwendwene ho right ye hwe say chief executive of an organization na ebase sene papa na ewu obetimi ade sa organizational strength a yede manage a business entity no watimi transfer ede aba the cultural heritage arena ede aba be organize ayie ana
me da se na ai ko kakra bi mum ana mi yusu ya pitintiana
ade bia ye to nka de but esa hu se eko kakra ewo but ye to nka de
okay
good that's a yes say
am say obia a business owner director of an organization the bono a year and hospitality and the culture side definitely minimum he would delegate. So he will supervise and coordinate at a higher level, no, the effectiveness will definitely depend on the delegated officer, no, the capability.
Say, ne would was to form one. We offices in different business premises. And we budget temporary office. International Conference Center. Etimi ye transport officer for a year no. Relations officer. Two temporary positions. And no near chief of operations. Etimi tina hona omo pretty na particularly just even transport arrangement or time I ye emails ni nyina ko dru na nimu no. Otimi fire na jude so how much ultimate free go through Marco across the country. There's been an agreement to say what say yetimi support to a team no emo bank na biano or no one can satisfied no says this is it. So you begin to ask yourself, now what your papa ye said the weekend I don't know one delegate na one kasa ye didn't na be do anymore. What's our fetch they abwech I sure say BBI is in order. What sort of chief executive is that?
Technically, no. From my perspective, no. Near mechanism, yeah. Now we need much trust in one of the delegate he took personal responsibility for the coordination of all activities.
Could you also be say? Or person I ensure say nothing goes wrong now.
Wrong. Yes. Yes. Next time they say be a transport officer, we German I want to be able to on one kata coordination. In this case, you know, a delegation, you know, a highly supervised. So yes, what delegation now I jaho now I am your friend. We control delegation. That's only or I didn't know and he didn't want anything to go wrong, and therefore he took personal charge of the coordination.
So this organization, because it's our MDP as a Management Development and Productivity Institute, or more specialization be organizational strength. And to say what share sad ni capability or demonstrate here. Say or transfer the business entity. Is it likely to go wrong?
No, because every management piano follow the same principle. The same principles be or no or the element or transfer into so a reverse transfer. You should give him the same result.
But Obin to me accuse you say. As what you be abominable.
Yeah, very personal.
Very personal. So it's up to him to ensure, say, all goes according to plan.
Yes.
Now, sir, poorly, almost planning for 10,000 persons. Now, eventually, just under 15,000 persons. And a converge wakra hase Emma or movie baby will be a free buyer no yes transport to almost call back yanti incident be a which they say or more called the CNA. What are your thoughts about such an organization?
It tells me that the organization has capacity in every aspect of the management pool. And you know, about transportation. They have capable drivers, capable maids, stewards, BBR, a banner on the ground, arranging things in the hospitality sense. He has the right skills to deliver that for him.
The basic normal Bukrana say there needed to be some changes and as amendment to Bukrana. Ahumachikrana. People were on hand, were bus destined for Yape na Yape right. Na Crawford so just free salaga and na eba nti was a bus no extended Echo Salaga, Echo Warm. Around 2:30 a.m., there was somebody on hand to give a friend's approval. Say, yes, we will pay the extra. My boss and trust free yape and Salaga and Kofa Warm. I would say quite marvelous. Say at that time, there was somebody with the authority at the other end of the line to give that mandate to say, yes, we will pay. My boss and free yape and Salaga and Kofa Warm.
The way it tells people the type of managers he used. These are managers who can take decisions on the spur of the moment without undue consultation. Now, we are ringing the Panocran in Sankano, but he has the authority to extend another mandate to extend the way up to maybe a certain, maybe I can go beyond Salaga. He might have to ask for a fresh mandate. But Mika Sevilla Yamano pool be within a certain cycle there. You can take a decision. If that mandate is given to any officer and his work is solved, you'll be able to deliver.
And this organization, this sort of organization as a labor consultant, not a single person organizes this level of congregation with this expertise at the micro level. No, certain panel, particular persons, of the business acumen, see a more opportunity. Sanka, Wamonya Day, and at the macro level for the whole country. Who's to Sanka Becosine?
The difference is that in the private sector, authority is vested in one person. In the national sector, and in the feel private, not the call national. No, that's when I realized this one, because at the private level, there are decisions I can take without talking to anybody. But over national, there are silos. You cannot operate beyond those silos without somebody at the top telling you that, yes, you can do it. I believe, sir, at the national level, the lesson we have to learn from this is to loosen up the silos and allow people to exercise their mandate as prescribed. Be sure, sir. I mean, we'll have a better national event.
Because at the national level, no, the next level of authority, we may have to wait. As so now, there has to be a decision to ensure, say, the team and the coach arrives in Accra by 6 in the morning.
Yeah. Indeed, that tells you the difference. The national level, the stumbling blocks, a dot, the steps are just too many. Whereas in the private sector, they loosen up, they open up the silos so you can operate effectively and efficiently.
As an Abacrono, I will share, say, practicability or the Yanajuma na utimi gaining more success rate. And so for whatever reason, read around various media portals. Hey, and you got a mano, and no, you agree to do, and no, you say to do, and no, you say to do. Most people do not appear to look at the positive side of the warrior so at the amount.
We don't consider delivery. Delivery in here, allocation nani effect. So, that is the problem. Yeah, the contract ama obi. We are all partners of the Sabeka contract. A man from for any point correct. And we are some of no. But the percent you're quite in India, then delivery must be of concern to us more than allocation.
So tell us a bit about in the workplace employment sector, difference between delivery and allocation.
The difference is allocation. You bet me the amount. Let's look at go to the ministries. Go ministries, maybe one room, tables, pair 4, and never. your mom a certain schedule. You say, be a letters be a bar, a high registry, a high letter in the paper. Now, my one and son for the next office. Now, you have to be a filing. Let us win the other ball. But you if they fit that there anymore, after the next room, no, is the problem. That is where the delivery is. It is like a buy in an oil word, and Quebec. Obia or not say room 15. I expect this I'll let you know in the next be a 30 minutes. And I ever just 2 hours. No, I count 2 days. That is time I left. That is our problem.
The ban say yeah. Now monitoring and evaluation about time bang.
And as I say, measure the efficiency of what is being done. But my biggest question is whether that monitoring every ministry has the monitoring and evaluation section, and as whether they do what they have to do is another thing. The job is there. Someone has been allocated the job. It's not delivered. And so, why 15 years promotion be as Obenya. That is our pain. Every year, and see a matter of performance. Now you have said you want to work in a year. And sana the promotion and the salary adjustment Kakrebi Opa yet yamo. By the wholesale salary adjustment, wholesale promotion, and I'm going here. But again, just like the year there, and we will never achieve any suitable delivery rate for our employees.
Enti ye kan answer na beko yadom buachi amponsa se omo die model na omo de ye adwuma a etimi koko wie se ye expected 10,000 mourners and just late Saturday night they are able to say ye exceeded 10,000 ni nipa 14,500 and something, just under 15,000 persons. Mother Ben omtimi ya omtimi measure etimi hunu nipa do e bae.
The model they will use more likely is that they use the invitation to the various areas. And what you do is that when you the invitation, never call the 20 off, and nipa 20 no will be a bar, a beer or the nipa bear me and stand beba. And you will multiply that by when about 60. And then you will say, okay, I'll expect 50 people. But maybe where they also lost out, and it's like so beyond the three now ever. For every group of 5, for 2 count. To be on me and they will get the exact number or very close to plus or minus 5%.
Because even requests for transportation, they don't come saying ye per bus ba kwana ye per bus me, but they come with the numbers. Enipa 55, ebe free na leriguaba, enipa 62, ebe free damango bupe yapeaba, enipa 70, ebe free yendiaba, enipa 34. In the free Nanton. I'm saying they came with numbers, say Nipa say baba and send transport operators a converter say the Nipa say na must free say but there and the bus is saying I'm be here and now I'm agree to it.
Okay. That it tells you that I mean they were looking for excellence and therefore they planned very well. Now if we have to do if you fail to plan or you plan to fail, either way. I think the main thing was they are planning a bit because they knew the numbers. Who said they have employees spread all over the country? You can easily determine that the region to be an employee stay in the paper. Government officials, everybody says using that, can give you a certain basic figure. What will enable you to get your final figure is the overflow and how you'll be able to calculate the overflow to get close to your plus or minus 5%.
It is a business model. It is a business model, no. Thank you, dear. Then you would have thought, say, Ghana be here a manager, a business guru, and Anka with me managing the whole country.
That has always been the case. Say, baby, if you say a company, a national media, I believe that we need to get the businessmen to take the lead because they believe in numbers, they believe in efficiency. So, Kofa, teacher, ni and Nabibia, and just also believe in numbers, but the appreciation of how to get there is a bit different.
Because answer no more numbers in the they've been in touch with various entities across the country. Etimia extract numbers are most more de beba. And no more this are numbers no idea so a planning how to transport you.
Yeah. The numbers no benyano no they are were built in the overflow. Now I in the projection. Now a projection it's always good and normally, according to statistics, if it is plus or minus 5%, the bonus idea now you got it almost right.
Finally, say a single entity, business entity, led by Joseph Kwame Sianwe Japan, it means pull this number of persons to the arena of culture, heritage, and art, and religion. Ebe ye we na edie na yebetimi akanfa ne business organization no.
It tells us that the business is poised for greater things because that is not even his field. What I know of business, is environmental, engineering,
waste.
Some financial I've never heard them in the arena of hospitality or culture and religion. So if they've been able to move the kind of model they run into this arena and have done so well there, then it means whatever they do, they can always, achieve excellence.
Right. Yadom Boa Champonsa, we a labor consultant. Yet was it any way kakra woni ashe nyamenka ho baby.
Amen.
Right. Nti Yadom Boa Champonsa ne na di nkomo sabre
Needs FM.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no ho ade no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku potomanto. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibia so beri ni waware ne a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Asew. Udan kwanu tumu ho. Me be mo anu nso hye kura de aka ho. Wo hwe de wapi ho. O ka sa batete eda fom ho. This way chocolate drink.
Kracha bepe e baba aware.
Asew.
Ye fi say this way chocolate drink ya sori anopa no ne yenom. Ye be hye fridge nom no se snack. Ye nya hoho a no ne de serve wo mo. Ye didi wie ne ye pebibia bogu ya de so a. This way chocolate drink ne yenom. And this way no ti ano a. He se kire wom, koko wom, brick wom, bibia wom. Ade wo hia ne so hye.
This way chocolate drink.
De wo hia ani so hye.
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atom se eye.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA. Needs FM.
Needs 100.9 FM so any. Na a Monday September 12, 2022. And time just about gone 8 minutes to 3. Right. Ora in the Kafuakwa communications team member of the MPP or Tracy and a Kinsley Aka Kofi of the NDC SO Tracy. And someone at Dabamaswa Yajon say National Fitness Work and Matters Arising. Now Yetimiashe, now Asogli State and Honorable Ken, what exactly is the issue? Now Yetimiashe and a culture and heritage, Zoom Lions father's funeral. Say and they Yasia Quatrent Yapum a Minister of Youth and Sports. And I share a total home norma. Said it's equal any day, soon free more. See, of course, second Saturday of every month. I was a Yadiko National Fitness. And home some Yabajon home. As ugly state, as on honorable Ken a Japan. A dear partner is here, and also so yet to me, I drink home. I fear no, I'm running a man near dear. Now, Yashress, Zoom lion, Nipapa, a year no. Manania no saying, and I see a coy or honum. But before then, yes, in Timobium and various newspapers are. Yes, a car, na yet me, Ashe. I say the find a Democrat and or the kind of Ghana's return to IMF is necessary to fix the debilitating economic situation. Dr. Gideon Buakon, economic advisor and spokesperson to the vice president, and I say, ne here must Ghana, you call IMF no abuse. Or the buyer. Daily Statesman, also beware of fraudsters. National Service Secretariat cautions against posting scammers. Then there will be so honorable to me abua. Ama your friend is saying, yet to me, I'm posting the Akobia or 3 year. And Nipa Beaching Crofusicas President was Volta region today. Was a Ghana man penny or Kofra Neja, and ne. Sasuna, Chronicle, or say concerned or the World Cup scammers on the prowl. 100 strong a hotel in Accra for supposed recruitment and security personnel. Or say World Cup and you did purpose to be bunkerophobia na nipa BC and nam credi. Call a hotel be and say ye persecutive persons. I'm Momako World Cup no and say or more de no. Yeah, and it will be paying my as a concerned small-scale miners, President retracts allegation against national security. Efa Ashawang Sansemiyahu and it's a small-scale miners concern omo president nsem bi okan no o se wasan atwene nyina asan de asan sa so na the Ghanaian Observer so no Kwadwo Pepra na o se false ashahon allegations ni nyina wasan atwen de asan na stabilization of economy high on government agenda Kwadwo upon kroma no so de ebaye sa so na Ghanaian Times ono so na se nyina no was a lecturer 3 students die in road crash several others sustained injuries at Apradi Apradi in the eastern region and it's ewo Okre district so unya duru adukuru mu a na ukontintin so a na chese okwa Apradi ufa ni nifa so a na chese o de koso menya ufa de bunkum so na de bakofu odua eno say University of Education Winneba akwanhia kosiama lecturer ba ko no school for miensa ana wo mo timi free bi so ayeden eprepra and say ode ebaaye UK's Attorney General laws Ghana's efforts at introducing plea bargain into justice system or say no Mr. Ellis ono Attorney General the United Kingdom Lord Chancellor and say ono and wabeshia Ghana Attorney General no se Ghana and amoni ye to see the plea bargaining beba the bia obi na asemasi ne bia ne de kakra bia fa ho de che was media dance am oman no ne bia wagitum ne mfom so okay me mfom so ha ne kokosi a itimi ehwe ede etwa ho kakra kama so okay the ultimate media dance am oman ma bia o mo di mu tintima pa no e bia etimi prosecute me sentence o mo a na wo ye de no ma bia che wo no ene no say ya de say ye koso o say VIP Kufuor Mahama Speaker others mourn opinion Japan or say Vice President of the Republic President Kufuor President Mahama Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament any mpanifu titu ana wo mokokoja or opinion Samuel Kwame Japan and bane Joseph Kwame Sianwe Japan na omoko emi ekonomu sikasa na Daily Post ana ode ebaye say Mahama others commiserate with Dr. Japan at his late father's funeral and burial service. Na we NHS mpanimfo omo apa na photo ede ni mo ase na hwe Kwame Sian one mpanimfo na ye bia mu no so na o jam ne papa ye ne baba se ne papa onko asamadu nko siesie ho na ye so ya ka akire no ye ba no age in another photo Kwame Sian no asoso na one John Dramani Mahama so ye eno asusu bi na Kwame Sian na da Roma or sign the vice president eso chantimfoni miensa and the boy ahase ya ye Aisha Huang help MPP mobilize funds they fear being exposed by her and I just Aisha Huang say ono so Chinese ni be ya ne ho nsema ye kan ye nwie dey ibi ni Galamsey Queen holds sex videos of big men and the Daily Guide or na akọ akote na obeka kire ye ntimum ye ntie Daily Guide say Aisha Huang no mpenifo bebre sabiaku wo madwama nsem a woye so no ene etamtuo a yetutu no basa eje asabi yetadua toto montene so na ye hwe ankromo na Ahahwan no wame yakutwitwa ni nyina ene kuta no nti nkrofo stomach the bend them as Ahahwan ye nsem no Daily Guide na eka onyam na meka na wode eka was Daily Graphic was make Ghana card acquisition process faster Electoral Commission to National Insurance Authority, the National Identification Authority. Electoral Commission G Mensa and the photo about it was say or say or yanhwe na kwani e fa so ye deje Ghana card no yenya ne sune no bi enya bi ntimi emwa Electoral Commission for yom kan ye no incorrigible co counter Daily Searchlight and ode aba or say Baumia First Lady ex-presidents mourn with Dr. Japan and ono so ode aba Dr. Muhammad Baumia, First Lady, Mrs. Rebecca Kufuor, and ex-president Mahama, and ex-president Kufuor, Alan Kojutre Matine, Omo Ako na Omakujam, Dr. Joseph Kwame Sianwe Japan, na Omakujane Papa no crack. And also no more guarantor system for voter registration. There and the Electoral Commission say, Yama say, Ubi Baby dear dancers or Ghana ni. Na unim ansane ya mwatimi ayeden akwa ye registration ene no so no ode aba the inside democrat and or they about or say Jim Mensa, chairperson of the electoral commission for by or say minority vows to resist use of only Ghana card for voter registration. Here the Ghana card and Kwabe Union so now ye dear register man crofako to about there or say a yard a bit me aboa. Bloody clashes at Adan over song assault, scores injured. Say Adan song and say and Chini Huns and Semia and a ye violent clashes and I just nipa etri keblevu any process for the boy ni I just yatin crof one abubun crof wasing imun semina and that has a year. The new weekend crusade, the new crusading guide, and now they buy Elembele missing excavators brouhaha, full fat as DC proves his innocence. A year Kwambonzo, a year DC or war Elembele, and it's a or say excavators are you saying there, and whom semunina Anna at the Hasia, as a what they airby, or say hey, publisher and also or they Ababidu has a or say Tagbe after the 14 rejects MP's gift a cause for unity. Publisher Togafede or reject will be a MPB. Or say the informer big boost for a hotel project, pickups and buses earmarked for saturate project. Or say Dr. Kwabnadu for and a hotel project what they Bababua NDC. Who soldiers and or say almost the pickups any buses papa no more business and you be at National Fitness Day, sound mind, sound body. Baumia declares urges nation to prioritize exercise and Dr. Mama de Baumia on also so I can say what we drew on them Larry Dogbe, the Herald Democrat communications minister accused of hijacking National Identification Authority cash for Ghana card, blame for messy SIM card re-registration exercise. Or say, yeah, communications minister, Osla, Mamia Bina, Bema, Antigifty, and what can I say, yeah, National Identification Authority, Pusika, and what Diabona Busumwa, yeah, I'm a registration, I say, Basa. Baumia advocates fit keeping for efficiency and no health expenses, and they at the NHS president, vice president of the republic, every year digitization, economy, about digitization, I'm an idiot, what drew a keep fitting, and Edi Ejumanua. Right, Tietrana, a year Urafua Quabida, Miniafua Memoatrasi.
Just offer.
I want to say,
Yamianda Roma, on your
right. Into CRD, Herald, and or Diabe, or say Baumia advocates keep fit keeping for efficiency and low health expenses. And the National Fitness Day, Yakwakoye, Nipano Ako, Yakobo Mutebu tennis, Yakotennis Yapum, second Saturday of every month. You say, Yamfan Konkoye, Sadi, we say, out there we are being told that 10,000, 10 million cities, and ye, Yadekoye Sadi, we keep fitting, Namway, at the duration of digitalization, any economy, and I do keep it here.
Yo, offer me that's it. If I in Chia from Coma, need to have a for you. I mean, Chia, the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, Leah Justin, could you have FRIMPONG? So, Oba, you know, she said, Power de go Aquema, more transforming the New Patriotic Party, the idea. Be my party, no, Ababe Crabeshe. Mijidi say, with the overwhelming supporter. Omunya in the recent congress I call it or Accra Sports Stadium no. Show modern Emma or Masha Jumedia say the recent appointments are more at the national level. Yeah, you're director of IT, director of research, and the added on the additions from the Abana Nina Pifi no remember say division of labor and separation of powers. Ebeboa ama jumana yen ketenkete na boama obi bia so a or yedi jumedi bia hye ne nsa bia so edia na odi ne ye. Ebeboa ama yeni so ade hunu say in the Fourth Republic political party bia ni hono a wotwa mfie nwotwe abro so ewo abenwia no so da no enyuma pa ene hyehyɛ pa ede gu akwan mu no ebeboa yen ama yetimi abreki 8 na ye bo ho pan ne ye ho adwuma akusisa because ohwe soma ede asom Ghana na ofa ewom sɛ ahokyere wo ho ewom sɛ ewiase nyinaa no covid by Eddie or how can see Eberto or my we are seeing now, so maybe can Ghana. Or share Russia Ukraine war, yeah, and also the energy crisis, the cost of energy, crude prices on the world market are day in, day out, about Luna, and also some price instability about the local market any idea because of Kesika. Power transport operator, they wouldn't say the oil war cost affected the price of goods and commodities. That is here for you now, so in him. There's in spite of all this, no, Abino, Jumedia, Odino, Unjaye, Aquaya, Oye, Isua, O2O, Isua, Otremu, Adaya, Osie, and Nema or ye boase or my Ghana, be found to a pay France, so in Agusua, Ecosua, Ghana for a school fees are Utia, any idea. Now, here, in the recent one, STEM schools are buying model schools are OCC across the length and breadth of this country now. A idea, a shame crane ye na huns or mine, Kakanka crano, ye quay nimna, ye cornicopa, and it with the me focus of video in a match here will be answer OTA. Anyone can offer me who watch it.
And correct
me who watch it. Now, offer, okay, the other two Jaya, if I a year apomutene, nano, memenda. Nano memenda, the Vice President of the Republic, one Gamanche, Numdi Animu, Ministers of State, the Sports Minister, and other Ministers of State. Mihuera Francis and so watching Muna was here. Onina Eboas a better Triapoma. Of I can't be able to put say prevention is better than cure. And Pembe Bruno, yes, say Sika at the Sayare, but and Kayisi Anoa. Ebeboa ma tisika e di sayare no anu bebre ye nyina yitum se apomuden tenetene e yade a ehu hia yie pa e ma sa nipa yare eye eno nti se Ministry of Youth and Sports e di ahye wo omo ayen hihye se ye beboa na Ghana emebunu Ghana mpanyifo Ghana mofra ye nyina no bosume bia beba bia na dai toso mienu bia ne de si onom se ye betetene ya apomu a bigidie se of I say laudable call. I was a Ghana for you, I so. If I was saying Yamay, no, not Ghana for Ankasa AB, Oko East Legon, Keep Fit Club, Adabraka Keep Fit Club, any idea. A course will be miam, but to make it a national policy, said a bear, Yebeshim Kina, Nabuama Mebunu United, me do on Washim. Nabuama Ghana, my United me who here say, Yetimi exercise, yede, treating yapum, na eboa, Emma, Irish, any Irisa, as what you Ghana has say. Na apomudre mapa etimi eba said the productive youth wana the working youth the working class wo hia hoden so be adwuma etua to be adwuma de aboa o man kekere ne nkankro no etimi anya sa apomudre pa na ebeboa adwuma despite media na so find wa pomunya say na untim ma show no ebema productivity akofo because the other listeners are wo ina mo nim de your sterling performance any idea okuta the experience akuta e nipa kon do so obetie wo no se wa ma obey rating obehun se bia do we betina wakonwa mu de nanso obehun se wona etie ene wona gabo eda baby sa pepe enu nti se yapomudin de a na kware ni befa so
ka se hidatu nankeye National Sanitation Day first Saturday of every month na SNN yama sanitation no na yajiego and yesi eco fitness. Are we going to exercise and keep fitting in filth? Anna.
I'm saying you know more raises that call no a laudable call because you can't apomudin yes or better than apomukwan and apomudin. Healthy environment and also no eboa ema healthy living eba. And when it is our National Sanitation Day na ewo ho emrebi atwam enne any hobby no. I was saying, association mukina, it's answer a idea bako, see a better the expenditure on our health, your health bills on a better so. See a better so they are not yet treating your promotion, na ye mantemuni and potemuno, na ye di honsusuni, a ye you honor said a bear, a honumina, a better kama. Maybe Mira Coco Mimli and a maybe Pia. Ofa, me do home say, insure your talk a crea, you also do insure you talk. That be I am a busuma who say. And you know, ekuta shovel near there, or mu ye fee wo mu said the be ensure between ya calling Kuru rank for them. Edientia, a fee I to a good got a machine to a good a to car coin, so fee to go and tell insure toy, no. I actually now be good got any my basic gatana. I'm insure ni bufaso. And he said, oh, would the car crown, I'm not say, unim that terrain now. One way, no bones or the Kokura got a name because nsuo na flood ya to the roadbed akata roadbed ne so nyina ne gata ne nyina nti hu the shape of the drainage system e wo ho no na hu the roadbed no nti eno ansa wonam so saa na woko eno nti se ya hye apomodenti retina se yi no ofa ya de papa yemfa sanitation ne so nka ho na ye mantam mu ahodidie ne so enkoso we ya de ya wo se inananom na ka tete na ko musi da wuro mu ema wo manfo epie aba abonten no wo nyina no be so asene se de be boa ama de wubo ene nkitahodie mapa no etimi akonkan se de be ya yeti yedi e mantam mu ni na yetetene yapom enso so ka ho no na ye apomuden no enyini na aboa ma empen a yede kwa yaresabia ekopa yarehwe empen a yede tena fie se ye yare ye hododo yan a yentimi nkɔ adwuma na yenko contribute towards productivity ema adwuma ruafo ene especially aban adwuma ekuo enya sika no saa de nyina so bete ama yetimi anya the man hours o se yede ye adwuma eboa oman no ni dwumadi adwuma ko bi ayo biya no na man fa so a se onya no wonya na eboa ma ye man no so enyini ofa ye otukwa kwa ama no ne ade a ye hwe how the attitude towards work no said ye mem ha say ya ye de adwuma edi agro no otu kwan ko amahodo so a enti saa wo saa amahodo no so because ye hwe life expectancy rate so obenyina cha ejina aduane a wudie so ejina apomuden so ene bebre ho no mu policies and programs a hye ya aban di agugu akwam ene ma nipa wadwene mu etowa wutimi enyini che ba wo ba down South Africa ha say na because of hye bi ni ade bi entoto ye ne niam bi nti no ofa empeme bi no life expectancy rate no e wo form ero nti se aban e de san hye we ya ba e laudable cause ye nyina yensom be hu ni ye se Ghana maburu no so no se bibi se ye ba ho so a ye pe because every weekend bia no se ofa East Legon side ho a be hu na one hour keep fit ho ofa airport abi hu mo joge enam street ni so ho okwa aviation social center any other places you see a lot of people will be keep fit okwa presec school ho no ma presec abi hu say every Sunday Saturday morning obekọ na amanfo ho mo joge bi bo football ni atetere o ma po ni ade nyina na no I think say ekuo bi almost support you Ralan could reach them attain etetere kuma say ofa hwe dom epi abonten eno nti se no betimi aboa ama yapomuden etimi agina mapa laudable because say nyina tai chire na aban so no enhye pafa ho se de be ya ye de sanitation ni ade nyina behiem na aboa ma ye di empotamu ni se de ofa okan no na yapomuden so ye tenetene no e ma ye de nkoso ni ye die mapa e na ebebre yen na brega na manyina na aboa so ma yate sika ye spend on friends waste disposal waste management companies sika wo make free aban ho no mo na because the tons of waste are generating in a day no for doso wo hwe de good streets so de good gatem de good nsuom last Sunday endra because horo me car washing baby but now me wo plastic package bi kuta me a bibi so mo wo waste bin bi ho ma me fantum na the washing bay attendant here so boss for me oje waste no mean say o de koto dazmin bi mo hu ya ne say drainage bi e wo achiri ho no mo maso a twao over look at what they are tum and your small channel a bigger channel power have volumes of water na mu na and your small gutters ni bia mega say it's about 10 feet stretch of drainage concrete drainage or ho no mo it's almost the na ye dumping site over now hwe the low lying area na air corner e ho no mo no waste no say na be ye e ho no mo until automatically no now it's a field any fin ni yare breeding of ground for mosquitoes any sign my name nyina be san for affect ya pomodene and offer I also joined in the course National Sanitation Day no and also no see the national keep fit no and answer mo friend say fitness work no aba yemfa national sanitation activity no so no em join no whilst I ye joge na tetene ya pomu so no na ye tetene yansa na ye stretch na ye prapra ye mantem a ebeboa ma saa day ya ye be yesi ho no mo no ye wetu da ye two things at a go ye tetene ya pomu no so no na ye clean ye mantem a ebeboa ma ya pomu din enyina ti be gina ne nan so ayie pa na ye hwe budgetary allocations no so a ye de be the promotion of this laudable cause no say so no enko balloon na waste on our public purse say de be ya timemufo sika kakra ye generating so no betu enya valuable use of it be boa Ghana ni bia ama ye nyina so yetimi akonkan ofa
right enokafo akwa of the MPP and out in the views on National Fitness Day scheduled for second Saturday of every month and that is suggesting say earlier on your National Sanitation Day first Saturday of every month na ya to eno atwene ya kwakofa fitness yentie Kingsley Akakofi on of the NDC the views on that issue. Akakobi, what's your more transit?
Yeah.
Right. What do you saying?
Adakabre, Michia, Namichia, it's here for any Asher4. Sambre, almost make it time with us. Now, Michi channel, the Maminfa in check, I say, Emma, NDC, Amanukuno. Mumpeni for both national, regional, and the constituency level. The Mecca constituency assembly and the in check, I say, and Comatama Central constituency. Executives and members of the constituency, we didn't check, I say, and a mammo. Now, Adakabre, who say in NDC, no. For now, apart from Eastern region and Ashanti region, no, all other 14 regions, no, all my branch elections peacefully. Yeah, no, we are heading towards the constituency elections. And you're showing say in 24 a day. I'm let me carry out the constituency elections as expected. Now, I know and hope saying at the end of the day, no, party in Banubeko in 24 at the constituency name. Most especially Tama Central, so that at the end of the day, for the very first time since I created Tama Central, give it to me, and we need to sit, among the National Democratic Congress. Adakabre, the issue of health fitness, health work, and in fact, if we are way, just by His grace, saying a fair testimony, and to me, I'm saddened as a Ghanaian. Adakabre, won't say any time I'm in the body. And can do her before that. My name seems so toy, and I say a petit cacra. Share in your Kosovo Bontia, you'll be marveled to the extent that cars are not moving. You see, Adakabre, when it comes to nation building, we have to be more specific. Let's not play politics around whatever that happens. Because at the end of the day, and then so and to a petinkake, yen share hunsus and so. Now, Minyane Kasano, he was making references to National Sanitation Day, which I side with him. Because in so the Kakrana Petin, the gutters are not, let's say, good enough to contain their flow. Because of that, Adakabre, who beyond to Quena would initial bontia, Lord Quanasu near you. Inti say eno ekoso na sa efiwe eba begugu yefie ana say nipa any nemu na hunsunsanso no will end up that you have to be at the hospital where we don't have enough hospitals and then ye koye ana say by as a nation. Inti say aban no ewo bibi eye e de boa the ordinary Ghanaian. I think that we are done with elections as a nation. Inti bibi ye do no yen share what will benefit the ordinary Ghanaian as a whole, not to just come and score political points at this point in time, where the ordinary Ghanaian suffer badly. Adakabre, let's assume that we are pong ejuma and wabreo. You need about 30 minutes to get home, and you're going to spend no less than 1 hour to get home. It comes with financial cost because one kasa who you see will car we take. Car no car engine you are burning fuel. So at the end of the day, you as ordinary Ghanaian, what benefits are you getting from government? I'm not against national fitness or health work or whatever. In any case, in Pine America, boss say, and cause to peacefully say because now as Antimemo and Kofubi work and call people to order. Into where the Empire here, boss at the end of the day, young call you be to order so that we can stay peacefully and harmony. But the extra buying in here. And this is not the reason Ghanaians voted for the MPP. You see, the MPP came out with juicy promises. Eto Ghana for remove. And no, and a Ghana for be a jinaso at the Tuaba. And I don't begrudge anybody for voting for the MPP based on the promises. Into say the 2 minutes win some more. This is not the time for us to be thinking of health work, whatever. I think the way forward should be that you're sitting much saying as on my bar. Me fear and I'm able program with. Because baby I met any time I'm do her. You'll be surprised. A journey of little over 20 minutes or close to 30 minutes. I have spent more than 1 hour before getting to the studio. Let's look at the cost involved. if so to say, me am the mechanic buy, and I say me join a public transport. That's the same way ekokoswa. Then the government should listen to we the ordinary Ghanaian here massa complain. No. I keep stating this. At this point in time, no, so be a complainer. The person should not be seen as solely because of your NDC and in our kasasa. Because ADAKABRI, ufi has isi ana ukofi. Now you are delayed because of the drizzling. I don't think you are going to be delayed because you are NDC. And I don't think you get home late or early because you are MPP. This is nature, and it is the reason we voted for leadership. Leadership goes beyond just satisfying political score. At the end of the day, what's a whole as Ghana president, not as MPP president. And this is the capital city of the nation we are talking about. In Suwa Petekeke, where did we go wrong as Ghanaians? Did we make mistake voting for the MPP to come and rule us? Now, I say him kakre womuniye. Like everyone said, this is the second term of the new political party in power. Now, I make us say, yempo, I come 2 years to hand over. This year, maybe a year to know, like the president rightly said, we have to tighten our belt. ADAKABRI, belt ni atrimusa ayate. Enyama nkoye. This is not what the MPP told us. This is not what the MPP told us. MPP ekachre say, oba ma economy no. Ato din se na be ya menewo as ordinary Ghanaian no ye ho atoye ahoto na enu ni ana. Is this what they mean by ahoto no? Say if ahoto no mo kan ni ani dia, then we are disappointed. We are disappointed as Ghanaians. We are not disappointed because we are CPP, because we are NDC, because we are PPP. We are disappointed as Ghanaians because close to the 2016 elections in December, ADAKABRI, now we you $1. Now what's the sound? Unya 4 cedis. And no, we made so much argument about it. That's the economy in terms of exchange rates bad. In the end, yes, at that time, no, we had a run. What do you call it? Political flag bearer. Oh, catch it and say, so we you 1 gallon of fuel. It's close to 17 cedis. So we have to change hands. At that time, no, Dokuno, Kenke, Komi, Ayedi, no. Oh, you back with the tray. So where are here? We pronounce it. 1 cedi 50 pesos. We made so much argument of such figures. And then ADAKABRI, so person wundi gobe, beans, geleni edua. I hear now best penny as when you say you need. Today, as I speak to you, ADAKABRI, few are here now to go come as when you have tank. Then you ask yourself, that as against your salary, has there been any differences? Then you ask yourself, okay, CCR no say say beer 1 year foreign transaction beer. See this are here say one sanko as a work $100. These are the key indicators. Emma Ghana for Edian prepare to as a government as CCR what is. Ya nto more because ya person wumnya akonya no be explaining the problems we are having. That is not the rationale behind changing the NDC to the MPP. They say, and no meaning by we have the men there. We have regretted voting for them.
You and who?
Every ordinary Ghanaian.
Okay.
Because ADAKABRI, at a point, I hear Kachira will say, fuel, 1 gallon, 17 cedis, and that is due to bad leadership. Not for any other external factors. So, fuel 1 gallon, as at 2016, was between 16 to 17 cedis. And the argument is that that is due to what? Bad leadership. And we have to accept it because we are leaders. And then many would say, fuel 1 gallon, let's even forget about diesel. Super. Okoto 1 gallon, and we can't align that to bad leadership. I won't sit here to call anybody incompetent. No, I don't do politics like that. But I'm speaking about what? Bad leadership, as they rightly said. And then, Mikoto fuel 1 gallon. Then me get more than 50 Ghana. Mean to 1 gallon. And you are saying that because Kingsley and this, the guy shouldn't complain? Or because ADAKABRI, CPP needs, so he shouldn't complain? Is that the kind of, nation we are building? No, this is far beyond what? NDC, MPP. Because they be America. Price the same rate and also better. So it has nothing to do with
the political college.
No, it doesn't work like that. And to say, bear in mind that you are not serving what? Political interest. You are serving the nation's interest. Ade na mama ye ho kire esa. Now is ADAKABRI me fear ni. If you don't take care and these things keep repeating itself, the ordinary Ghanaian one day will make a decision that ebasi yankoto abakra me ntubiem. Because we can have on countless promises by this very government. And that meaning can say, I'm yet to be corrected. Meaning one single policy almost me implemented by their own promises are almost implementing it correctly. One, just one. Bonebe and a Ghana fire. Bonebe and a Ghana fire. We had a certain running mate prior to 2016 election. Oh, Kachira was saying, look, when the economy is bad, what will expose you? The reality will expose you. Is the reality exposing us now? These are mere questions. What the ordinary Ghanaian are doing. Realities now, is he exposing them now? We were told that they had a man. We had confidence in that statement. Where are the men? Kukudam na yebo mudi at the year campaign. Only say in Kofubi Wagana ha almost to abandon my MPP because of that statement. We have the men. We know how to turn the economy around. And then when you mention the economy, they respond to you COVID-19. They respond to you Russia, Ukraine.
Ma afuakwa and so rebata bia where are the men? Afuakwa.
He's a fine gentleman. He doesn't have any rebata.
The issue are national issues are I was say discussing dispassionately, irrespective of the political party you belong. Ghana sem. You can say Ghana sem. But you can say utie ne ka say nyina traffic I would do more over 20 minutes, I did 30 minutes near there. Our Rome was not built in a day, and governance is a continuous process. In as much as your challenges, some of the problem of this country are planning issues because okay land administration any affecting and planning us at this time. And political party I enjoy because some years in office the highest number of years in office the NDT. The PNDC try over almost 19 years. And they've come back to power again in 1992 and the likes. They don't know any idea now. If say the planning regime no echo year. And now the challenges we are facing, any idea for a major cities here, transfer stations were in terms of even refuse collection near there. Do we even have a transfer station? What type of planning scheme do we have as a country? It's of a planning ad hoc system. I don't see day in and day out, the problems keep repeating itself. A problem and metamorphosize it day in and day out, we are okay. In short, we have a challenge. If I come back to the four politics away. You never get to me say petroleum product and crude product, a international commodity dictated to by international law and practice. We share organization of petroleum exporting companies or more any day or more rate or more ton or more crude on the world market ever. It is not something that is dictated to in Ghana. And as a consuming country, you cannot determine the price of betono after all, the little that we get from it, it cannot feed us as a country. And obviously you depend on producing in large quantities, like Russia, like the Saudi Arabia, and Iran, no more producing commercial quantity, Nigeria, no more volumes they produce in a day, and also tombi edinyesika kesi. And for our top product, because of scarcity of product, demand and supply, demand no was supply no ever former. Automatically the adjustment in price goes up. And until the politics Ghana, you veer off the era petroleum product, your politics, a gallon of petrol, saying any side in Ghana for betias say, yet to be fast and your man and yaman yourself or Ghana has you. Biniane Casano, Nanka, a bemi de say as youngsters in our studio, Nanka or prefer alternatives, a beboa, Sampa, and Amanyukua, or Bilongia, or Janema or Casano. Or how that way, these are the solutions or most also a prophecy, so many opportunity in the future. Say Ghana for Makwenya, they will use in solving the problems of Ghana. But there's not a problem. What's now over 19 years, what's now over 8 years, what's now will be a bar just a little above 6 years. So go so out to 20 years, now because say or buy and on say magic. Said maybe your year and won't mean ye. Yembisa no. Yeah, by a Ghana football. Say about senior high school education, you're free. Is it free or they are paying? Why have they stopped telling us that senior high school is free? Well, yeah, not 20. Yembisa no. Say Accra Kumasi Kwanya Omuja to ho no mo from if you was of a free kro example. What trans and woman kwafu krom to apedwa ho na yi no. Dualization Omuja to ho no mo no. Ye ba ye no yenye sa kwan na that so the ho no ye futuro sa na ye one single lane na ye nam so no. And that's what it is now. Hasn't been a massive transformation on that stretch. Here could first start dualization of Accra Kumasi trunk road. Or free power. Elja even a Kwafu Chrome to Apeja dualization NDC no. It took back the MPP in power. Sunday Tiabe completed the dualization of Kwafu Chrome to Apeja. NDC by power 8 years no more yet. Look at the major transformation in our road infrastructure. It is by far a baby how about what me adding on to the kilometers of road, tarred road in terms of asphalted roads, no, than a new patriotic party a Kufuor administration we say. It's an achievement. I also can say a lie, yeboah, one can say yeboah. Offer a bad infrastructure. Look at even the one that one factory here around the ministry a transformation agenda for this republic. Offer Kwame Nkrumah our by Jeff and leading into independence era no. Not even there was seed money for the development of this country no. Kwame Nkrumah era no factories do saying you see but under less than 6 years under the leadership of Yewalan Kojochire Machen Obampenye Kufuor in this wadi hunu say one factory policy no almost 125 working factories has come on stream and a couple others are various stages of completion yebon pa say nyame be yadoma MP amanyoko no yebekọ akobu akonta akire Ghana for in 2024 no na almost about 400 factories are already working factories yenka say wholly owned factories are here or mine in this case but the purpose of government is to prepare enabling environment about private sector and thriving. That is our policy because we are a capitalist entity. We are a center-right political party and we believe in private sector participation. Eduti ye be a kwanya ho no through Exim Bank and the banks in Ghana, commercial bank money are there, facilitation a bank share pani are there gusuma. And concrete will sika edijuma ma buying a tie with the support of the banks no. A human feed the juma be factories need be employ over 200 people. And any direct employment, indirect ones, no, spanning over 800 people. Even the agrarian economy near the no, turning a whole lot of lives around. A fruit juice factory, and then of course, one of their pineapple, the outgrowers, no, sika omu generated from their income sources, say pineapple, omu driani idea to feed the fruit juice factory, no. Casa the Ropa or something, I don't know the name. It's a Casa de Ropa potato factory, and also say that we need bagomwa any idea the outgrowers almost do potato to support the production of this factory no the money they are making out of it say can as factory we say in no more and the economic lives there will be consequences with regards to the economic lives offer COVID-19 aba we are seeing every day say on one former flag bearer the former president of the republic here John Dramani Mahama United States echo deliver a lecture which of the universities I not going to say yes, international community has been struck by the COVID-19 pandemic now. All emerging economies, any idea you know, has gone to its needs. Oba Ghana has not changed the story. As if say Ghana is an island on its own. Over Ghana, you import almost everything, including even toothpick. This is an open secret. I court because a judicial notice. You don't even need to prove because toothpick you import it. Look at the products free China near the Look at Jane free Burkina Faso in Nigeria near Adeba. Look at tomatoes free Burkina Faso near Adeba. So almost everything in Ghana we are importing. And how can you survive with this massive importation of foreign products for consumption? And no, and our buying will say happens we decided to say no, this is not the way to go. And even the single factory Commander Sugar Factory it was started under the NDC era. I'm producing a cube of sugar. No, you buy a transforming Commander Sugar Factory. Now they've been able to produce over 30 bags of sugar. Now, no minister and the president called Tohoe. Of us, one casa, some for who bought the Roma Ghana for you TV. Now, no studio here and Rebecca Chow say Commander Sugar Factory no work. Now, my name is Mene Yebra Titi Kateno, and I say the other NDC rep say the finance person, you know. I know a year will be brave. And now there is ample testimony to show. Say yes, the government or the Kufuor government, you know, and under the able minister, trade minister Alan Kojo Martin, I say pa egu akwem say in terms of industrialization, the industrial drive in there, that is the way to go. Because it started with the Georgesburg economy. You track timber near the Aguship near the core. Yeah, cocoa seeds near the core. Now Abrofako process near there. We have value addition. Cocoa no kwa they could indicated over about 1.3 billion. And they are to cocoa ha. Near cotton. But we share the turnover. The value in cocoa now expanding over $15 billion. It had producing the second largest cocoa producing economy. No, almost less than $2 billion out of the cocoa. Any idea? It's a buying through this government, and who say yes, then we should turn our agro products around to make sure say the value addition, we get more value in terms of revenue out of science products. Now, encourage free zones enclave on the number of factories are expanding on the free zone enclave. Maybe some in Tema Central. It's on free zones. No cohe media air cost and the processing way air cost or the factories are hold spring up.
But no Obusan said, where are the men you touted?
Offer. NPP has never been short of men. A party of you can say enim before a womb. Offer the first gentleman Kufuado. Ebe see the last person in the NPP. Obi adi you media person in Serbia betimi a din wadi ni ye. Enunti ena menua no ebi say ho ya the men because ohunu ye say a party a memma na ekukudam for e den e wo mu ye pa. Over adi ba kweso hye ne so ne say enye obi na betwa buy in the front line role. In terms of appointment, in terms of aiding the governance process of this country, there are a lot of people in the boardroom their contributions never even outweigh those at the front line. Because one, about frontline politics and you be no person enim eba into the front line. Obi also up a frontline role aba. Then also the opportunities available on frontline endorse and you know certainly you will be or more contribute in various aspects behind the scenes eboa ama man etimi agina pempen so aye gina. Of I to a country an economy na tetia pansam. You to an economy na under the International Monetary Fund. For policy credibility and emergency assistance in ADAKABRI. But if we were able to grow this economy out of the IMF program, you grow at 7%. But for had it not been COVID-19, I best strike you for the first time in the history of the world. Not any fee, of a medical war painting any studio has when we say a Bembia by to airport to say be a kudita biaba.
Yaman opportunity. Watch out where the men are.
ADAKABRI, it's laughable. And the way a fine gentleman all struggle to defend.
I'm not struggling.
Where the men
are. I'm not struggling. Men. It's men. Most of the offer. And you ministers. I've also met ministers. So. Ministers.
Kingsley opportunity.
ADAKABRI. Medasi. Now, the question as to where are the men? This is what Ghanaians means. Now, Obiti Kunjanu so ADAKABRI. Or delay with little over 4 cedi to $1. The in quote men made news about it that Sani Panoton on born home model. Into Mofa to me no Emma. Yeah, yes, we have the men. ADAKABRI. Rationale behind that statement is that the would you 2 minute nipa na oil 4 cedi as to against $1. At the money pana on it the one more be at as I say no when you ding a bar in contambomu a bar the economy more. The expectation is that Sani Paninya Kwenya na and so oil something less than 4 cedis is to $1.
That's a presumption.
Exactly. Then again. It is again laughable for our brother today to sit here to say that Ghana, we don't have control when it comes to fuel prices or petroleum prices.
It's a fact.
Pacho, my question.
No, it's a fact.
My question back on here.
It's a fact.
When did they realize that? Say Ghana, we don't have control when it comes to petroleum prices. When did the MPP realize this fact? I just want to know from him.
We are all in this together.
So what happened in 2016? More catch Ghana for say, Monte Gallon, Ghana for say, look, this is fuel. It costs us 17 cedis. Now for 2 million maya, now what do you 2 million maya? You better so drastically. I'm not the one saying it too. And you mean I make count. These are their own words.
And a gallon was 16, 17 cedis.
Exactly. 2016.
And how much is it now?
More than 50 Ghana cedis.
Oh, okay.
You see, ADAKABRI, sometimes some of these issues, we get emotional because they have deceived us. They have what? Deceived us.
Nobody has deceived you.
Please. Nipa, ekita, on my way. Winim, ADAKABRI.
Nuisance taxes and petroleum prices.
You see, when it comes to nation building, it is gradual, like he rightly stated. Let me help him out. Tamana NDC wa abayemuno. NDC introduce a certain tax, stabilization fund or levy. The rationale behind that levy is that, you see, NDC tenase ehwe ehu se yentufu e wo sa kuro mu a yankasa refine. What it means is that as you go be my so enkotombra. Now okwa price na beton ama no. When you don't have control. And decide they introduce a certain levy. Now say world market prices no HUT up to say how HUT up to see na you no control na. Say levy na oje tutu wan kakra no. When you go, you use contribution when you say levy no to question what how much you are going to buy. In that case, when you do that, say oko world market no na ye ebia 1 cedi 50 pesos oba because who use sika fee say levy no mu a ojeje ye no oba won turn 1 cedi 50 pesos. You have that what prerogative right to say that and the method 1 cedi 45 pesos. Now me any as ordinary Ghanaian and final consumers ye ho aton because aban neba on to mu kese say levy sika na make no bisa no ye MPP ni bisa no say sika na wen and damn me no to bisa no say sika na wen. You see, they should spare us with their excuses and explanations. If managing the country has to do with excuses and explanations, trust me, ADAKABRI, what will be your president? Yes. Say, one manage the economy and all that you can do to Ghanaians. Me patcho Misrao.
If there are some that you are making of your president.
Now, you see, let's not make presidency look ordinary. Me patcho. We shouldn't make the presidency look what? Ordinary. ADAKABRI baby awoti enye wonkwa na woye obi a yesa wontina how but other na wonkwa na wotia. It means that when you are sitting it's not ordinary. Enye sanka producers ni be between abetena say host the program no nti e do be betena ha that person is what expected to do better. Papa na den ye hu and the okaka bibia Russia Ukraine okaka bibia COVID-19 and na me you see ADAKABRI the omo is omo kanie there is omo kanie last minute me can say we me say Ubeji economy if you end this in same 7 January 2017. 7 January 2017. Now we see the to dollar rate use the same principle as to 2019. This is before COVID. This is before what Russia Ukraine. What was the rate between CD and dollar in 2019?
Tell us.
I'm telling you, there was more than 5 Ghana cedis.
It was more than that.
Oh,
my exact.
If more than 5 Ghana cedis. No, I'm telling you this.
Tell us the fact.
No. When I mentioned that of 2016, I didn't give you specific. I said little over what 4 cities, and I'm telling you they're proud to 2020 where we faced COVID. This year the sole excuses, before COVID the beba now city is still struggling with what dollar. This is the argument we are making. So the issue of Russia Ukraine COVID-19 is neither here or there.
Okay. Yada Kingsley Akakofi.
My man, and that's credibility. You say presidency, presidency any ordinary. Of I na this work can see an embassy power. And you are John Dramani Mahama, and obey vice president, obey a president overnight. Adechi, he's the most luckiest person. I'll be a honor. I'm for struggle to become president, or no die and no a vice president. It's here no a president. Yami shall be brave. What J move an example. Article 71 holder. What did you from the days as MP, as deputy minister, as communication minister, as vice president, as president? Or that's what GS Gracia. Bosu be you trying to cover 30-something thousand Ghana cedis. No, who in staff is near the day. I know be catch us or bar, ye manembra, no bar be review. Article 71. No some be review a friend say, move S Gracia. Edipa or GS Gracia, Ogusu Awojio. What did the fattest S Gracia in the history of Ghana? Every kind of my Mukwana member me bar, my be review S Gracia. Oh, that's what you. Okay? And can also yera nana me body and my muso Togo afede. Togo echo a council of state a man S Gracia or say 400,000 or something. Also onje. Eti odini hu ni so onje. It's on principle. Or return it back to the state. Call back to the consolidated fund. Yero John Dramani Mahama, what kind of say presidency yes and ordinary, no. He has been one person what breaching the laws of this country severally.
You move on, no.
Any ordinary, no. Mama, no, see me way, pa, no, we're folding arms.
You move on.
What so are you over 14 million Ghana cedis as S Gracia?
A matter of public record.
Why you over 40 million? What is the first thing there? Now, you move on. Of review as Gracia. You see, laughable.
You move on. You share in the arena of a history, culture, and the arts, tradition, religion. Honorable Member of Parliament for Asene Central and the chairman of the Ghana National Gas Company and flag bearer aspirant of the New Patriotic Party in the Kwame Komproko, Japan, went to Eyehu Abra Nananom Atnasia. Ye di afashe a yam festival na kwanya am pay homage am fama eye omanhene eye the agbogbo mafia of the Asogli state Togbe Afede the 14 buamu ade so kwanya antimi amfa anko etna se be dolhwere senan ana okraye ebesene kudi djuma foforo na news from the palace it is say as a di kan ya mfre no aba the state secretary na beka so inadvertently ana ye de frɛ no as na nya ade a o de bomu ade bi aba ye besum enti state secretary no kra no as a take full responsibility for the mix-up, administrative mix-up. Say, yes, your man invitation. And in your mono, now your busa say, at what point, in a diplomacy, a bem, a brand anonymous, a betnasi, I represent the state. Now, you can say, in the business arena, will be a can be. Na ese etianana enunti incident in the business arena no enyisu no as a basis and find a decision in the traditional arena. Enoch
ofa ohwe nano asemesi wo eye wo ewo their annual yam festival for teaser festival na for the people of Asogli state. Eka se enyade ane ye nika ye. Ofasebi yese obi fum kuma yemfum enja. And meba he no making kind statement bi a na the state secretary for the Asogli state. Yera Samuel Tete issue statement on the official letterhead of the Asogli State Council among letterhead so I admit responsibility say on the issue invitation to Yera Kennedy Akompreko Japan honorable our Yemra Sibedweni Mas the people of Asene Central Osaye board chairman for the Ghana National Gas Company. Over Sebi omutu wo msafre no per the invitation no enu nti wa another official invitation na adwobrel because sebio esi na nanom no ye bibi kasa bi ho se esi na nanom ebi ho mudi nkomo no owuye ansa na omaba bedwasere de ofa de sa kasa emi so wote ase esan se ebi asamo tete no ebi na nanom ankasa ebi ato nsafre nipa so mesi but it is sorry for ebo afore sorry for ebo afore a template ho ye hwe obia wa onsem obi kakra bia disen kwala kro mo di coupon ne ade na me ohia wa no pack car pepe no de abegina car ho mpato sign bi mamien any ade it because of say the chieftaincy institution no one of the suffering institutions with regards to our democratic dispensation. Democracy am I and as a man yourself am I make up political party governance ɛma no na nananom ebu ɔmo yo ɛno nti na yɛka asogli state yɛka hwan state no na ɔmo yɛ aman ɔmo de ɔmo ho a they have their roots, they have their customs, and they have their traditions. Near any moment, omo can't no more ebu omo man ye omo toto ye. Now so and then by virtue of the 1992 constitution, you know, Ghana be constitutional democracy. Your constitution is supreme. The constitution is supreme there. And you devote a chapter of the constitution, you know, for the purpose of chieftaincy. Say be regulate the chieftaincy institution, you know. And the iron say amanyosem nananom enye amanyosem. You can nanoma. Na no my gazette or more National House of Chiefs and answer the various houses of chiefs no I would din e wo say we chief near gazette no utumi nye active party politics you are bad ni nyina wo say nti yes sir say assemble they are embodiment of our tradition and our customs and nti obi aya odie unkoye MPP unkoye NDC unkoye CPP unkoye we na ma obi owo afafufuro bi abeye kasatwetwe bi ana bibi ene bi ensem fata amebu animtia sebi yese se oyira ukrom hina ben a se urefi ukrom hina ben a oyira wo dwabo ase eno nti no in as much as a udi wo hina tema na se wo hina ti akonwa so na se be ye kakasafin e kire no na sa kasafin no e common the subject no because the chief is a representation of the custom and tradition of the people and the life of the people of America ko si say chieftaincy institution because of ne place in our current political dispensation, you know, abe suffering entity because now constitution as a account mo kakra and into the nye because there has been a Supreme Court ruling crack say ye fwa himfi opa na uko meaning say the courts are final habitats in terms of all disputes in the republic ye won sem bi ho no mo a himfo nananom betumi atena so a customer arbitration in nema ho but yen sem bia nananom nyina timidi so they have restrictions in the way they conduct their businesses and the way they do their things in the republic and unti Senka State Secretary issue an invitation whether with the endorsement of nananom and now without the endorsement of nananom whether he was tasked to issue invitations to dignitaries and people of honor in society to grace the occasion of the annual teaser festival na say empanyifo na ba ho no mo a de akoso bia no yetimi tena kukuo ma na say ye fe no wuriye ohina dwasuo ye ko in house in council on ye ko yetena dem nanki ya bobo so nanki ye ba bonten a nanki ayefe wo hwe tirimpo ade da dwumede ni nyina so a na it was about unity and unti say unity na say bia metime ho ase bi wo woni obi ntem na se nipa no kura aba dwumedi ase a wato nsa frɛ na nka ne fɛ ne sɛ ye ne nipa ne kodem ne nya ne kasa kyerɛ ebi ansɛm bi akoso ana sɛ ne ye bi akoso no ye bɔ nwoso ne ye siesie ye issues e wo dem but emba meduru sam pempenso wo se ya ababa beduru no ye bɛsere nanom sabi ye nyina ye firi ahemfie ye nyina no ye wa nkonwa egu ye fie ye bɛsere nanom sɛ in as much as we revere our various traditions no ni kwana sɛ ye niema ye di tumi bi e manitra ofa me value your in-depth knowledge na me banya na metie o say and the explanation and the details are the mind ni nyina kire say togbe ankasa na ompene so but togbe end ne ho because e ba council na a decision of the masses individuals akwamu jase and the other people my nom the council of chiefs no and they make a decision and ohine point me fa ne person me dem pene so nti magye na wagye enti na normal tu sa na mo no ye besere o mo se adwobrel asemba eya ano ne ano ne sim konwa na ye ka eni kwan twetwe e ma ne duru pempensuo bi e kwa koduro na sabi be ma mmofra e wachire ne kwan na kasa bi a emfa na ense ne emfata no na ya be keka agum na egu na no manim tia na egu ye panyi ko ni
Senka Kennedy Kwame Akompre Japan be ye president of the republic with the council of Asogli State be take this same position
over me wa kasa bi ade bi America and I'm writing some book on it say eulogy is a culture of deceit of our share say bi ukọ yi ase a na obi en ho akọ na yi ase ya bọ ne di mbone da nipa ne bi yenim ni so ode te brono no so pa yenim dwumadi a odi pa but oda ho no obi en ho ka bọ ne fa nipa no Ghana no me hu ade bi se wonya tumi a ye hwe even district chief executives ye hwe ye various presidents ye hwe even IMF report they be aye too who abemo aye or the kachiro who fra abemo aye or the kachiro sa kwakwa ni
diplomacy
I don't think bigidi say nipa no say be oyo mampanyin a ote akonwa so a enka ne no enka na approach na be different from the course we but in as much as ye protected tradition in as much as ye inculcating morals and values in our society no we should not have double tongues never the truth should forever be the truth but offer the ye reprimandi obi a the status of the person must be considered even when the court in exercising their jurisdiction to even give out a decision they look at certain positions the health of the economy the health of the nation and any bebree and some even judicial decisions in the etimi ababonti o enunti opanyin a ne pempen so say enne ode abetu dwa say onya omampanyin di bre na dachi a ono so be pribi as a Ghana for gini tuma which abe omampanyin who knows tomorrow obi en ho ni mo chena e decide ni pay a ebia ye ne no di etu anamon ya aye twema mentwen na se enne ochena bi se de John Romani Mahama da ya de kyen no yo mampanyin ade be kyen na bi akosi saa se ye wura na be yo mampanyin a what will be the position of the Asogli State Council afei ne ye be pempanyin fo asan akọ dwato anya akọ acheopa anase departing from their earlier position anase den ye be sere nanom say your chieftaincy institution you maintaining your constitution for a purpose and the purpose is for the unification of the state.
Okay. Ma Kingsley Akakofi Esumremwe earlier what Enokafuakwa of the MPP now Kingsley Akakofi of the NDC. Ubu ane saying
ADAKABRI medasi na I like his tone concerning this particular issue even though there are some issues were raised here I don't side with him. ADAKABRI, the issue with Honorable Kennedy Japan and that's Asogli State, to me as an individual, must be a lesson to all of us as politicians or aspiring to become leaders. And
bearing in mind to say, he's married into the inner sanctum of Asogli State. Exactly. Then a year ifriho.
And see, you see, I know directly, indirectly, he's connected. Now, Mebaho, you see, the Honorable MP has an intent. Na asem we abeto ho no ndra nyumbre na me di ho abuobu na kakra misua ye ne immediately you get the public space to air your view on an act of somebody or a group of people you have to be mindful because bia de obeka no o level of information or person won't send probably it may not get to the people in good faith. Because Kennedy a Japan honorable uncle ya me wo fanka me peo ya sure so ya wo fanka also open
why not
yes and there abase no we shouldn't look at it in a manner that because or your MPP ninti and no say you can go no so it could happen to anybody na the aya me wo asem we ho ni if the Asogli State today has clearly stated that they are not in support of even his gift to them. What it means is that say they are not enokekano by virtue of nature. So chinampo ekobane say oba be president so who say that segment no enye ni favorite. Right from the word go. That's why you don't need a prophet to tell you that. And that is a danger because and that means what high say if not for the MPP to win a single seat from the voter regional and can there yes Nanado probably is the president but they might be minority in parliament. These are facts. And see ejuma we are here no irrespective of opposition so when your public space need to air your view you have to be mindful. So which here in some anymore the chief as an individual no onumpo there because he understands the dynamics and the business concept on you solely into whatever that transpired. But you and I know. And then what's way as a host. So me can't be before even on another platform. That's a walk out me. I say because you feel that I've just gotten the opportunity to speak into the makers, and I don't think the people you work with at this very media will be happy with me as a person. The same way, so I chana bibi esi wo fear. Now there's a body that is in charge of even inviting people to come and grace the occasion. Would I your notice? Omu invite me meba. Now umpo there who Jimmy out to me so member Akrambe shaking hands with me. Mind you, the family where you are coming from will prevent me. Because whatever I said that discredited you, no, it is not only affecting you as an individual. It goes long way to affect the whole family. The whole your senior comrade in who is here. And I am here, irrespective of his political colors, no, I am here. Because so anybody in the NDC equally here. Do you know the implications and the outcome of his political career in respect of this issue? You might think that it is mere, but let me hasten to add. As Africans, there are two key things we are mindful of. Ethnicity, culture. These two things, when you play with it, you are in trouble. You can read from our political history. You realize that immediately a southerner becomes a flag bearer or peranimate a son of. Immediately the middle belt elect a flag bearer. Now and the yanko voter and I say yanko not. Identity. Because they want to have representations. And if it is the voter region or the Sogli state, Honorable Kennedy, Japan today is having issue with. To me as an individual, it must be a lesson to all of us. A serious lesson. But now, as a member, no one will need come and kasa.
Right. Quick one. Yes, also in the final comment will be our just about 90 seconds. Official protocol for the funeral of the late Queen Elizabeth. President Biamfa or no one jet obi anko fa commercial and fanfa hit udru hit so a yem family facility wo West London na West London yem pe boss ya ye defa ordinary citizens na London no munyina mo kwatena boss no yem famo Westminster Abbey na Westminster Abbey so it is the city of London is there Westminster somewhere opposite the House of Commons and it can seat up to 2,200 persons into say what they will helicopter because could see less busy airport will be a helicopter BNC person looting and as a Stansted and as a London City mudi do what more a year London some de ba in pade a congested yam farmer it is the spectacle of our president in passenger bus from West London to West End what they call Westminster Abbey. What do you think?
ADAKABRI who is here same way no it's a direct information to Ghana. We say colonial masters the Great Britain. Men patch me ba. The ebesi wa habia no. Obi fi Ghana efro kachiro mo. The ebesi wa habia.
Yes, no ye president no na yire pe.
When you need information we buy. Sankoba ne sa the likelihood that as Ghanaians your representative we the bekono more than the population of the family of Queen Elizabeth. Hi. You get it. Yendi no. A bit me could do say at the end of the day the cost involved are hire private jets. It's a Queen a whole budget of another nation. Into Sakobanesa, they have to concertize us. And I'm happy say how my and that information be a presidency and say over there Kwakomo say yes. We are all affected because that is our colonial masters. Now information abane say obi bia ntumi nsore so okobi. Now we know president and then Europe and enko ba ne say family ninia of the president Ghana.
Let us say omudu Heathrow. Omu nyina wo mo nko West London. Facility bi ho. Near for boss emefa wo mo free West London ho. Ebo mo nko. ADAKABRI
say yenku connection man for no so. Connection man for na dey ye we
go UK. How are ye holding ye ministers and then MPs no. And this how ho. Aha no once ye did to me no ma ebro so. ADAKABRI just say who do UK na say we prime minister na say we whoever. You are a citizen. We Bonnie maybe one of the reasons why I'm just from Achimota overhead. I mean, convoy be bow for the past 7 minutes. I have to park. And channel. Whoever is in the convoy have to come and pass before I can move. It's not the president. In some way, you catch the MP before.
President could do a Westland.
Oh, yeah, president. ADAKABRI, you elected that person to become a president. That person, this is where laws are working. This is where human beings are living.
Hey, Afapa.
They make a check connection man for no want. Connection man for no want. In a room crowd for fashion. And a queen a year no, you know, Bacoy. Omojin Kofo Sikano. Umobian could transika mark connection man be so do call London because of Queen a year no.
Yes, sir.
Because Omukronak as an air congested. Even guests crowd, only be receive one guest. Now, oh, two baby, when you win, say, Okoye, him a ye. I will be a could 50,000 Ghana cities, 80,000 Ghana, and will be a Jedikwa. Ghana phone number one in the whole connection of me reading social media. Obi the 2 and 1, I just say the Queen's death will make me rich. If you know, you know. And then who's a connection man for will make you rich. A quite beso. Me do call London for ni bia. Kofosika nam kwaje.
All right.
But over say the because say protocol no dey go akwemu no is the best.
Oh yeah.
And this is not the first time of ABC or Ghana has say. Ye host to AU summit ne conferences in Ghana na mo bi asia. And of we the inner the inner circle or London no. How you choke dada. Almost streets no emumbie sa any idea to accommodate the fleet of vehicles are ebe ba on protocol ne sa man ebe distracted. And you know say they deal with time.
Yes, sir.
It is not anything.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, now your flight called Germany he went commercial flight or the
that's first time in 4 years.
It is never true. It is never true.
If Japan becomes president, if Japan becomes president, the people of Asogli, anywhere for that matter, are not obliged to accept gifts from the president of Ghana. If a Japan should become president and goes to Asogli or anywhere else for that matter, he goes not on his private or personal account, but as a representative of the Republic. The Asogli people must be students of the classics, being aware of Greeks bearing gifts. They were rife as sooner or later Japan would be on TV that he funded the festival. Civility matters. ADAKABRI, money is vulgar, and it is not everything that it can buy. Right, we leave it here and leave the scene for Ulakoku Michael and DJ Foreigner and Abramoe and the celebrity team. I'm a celebrity who hakramenti na once I'm crying we know Abramoe. Na ya se kura ho nsem koba twagu sa so Abramoe ho nsem Abramoe eti Ulakoku Michael neba na ya se nsem no be yem pa eti DJ Foreigner edi Ulakoku Michael ba betranse ya yɛda se ba edi ɛyɛ mpanifo aba yɛda mo nyinaa amase na yɛnsɔre so ma Ulakoku Mike ba fie nkofi ifie na ɔde ɛkɔ na ɔde ɛbɛkɔ jojojojo neat 100.9 FM
Needs FM. Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no ho ade no.